Welcome everyone to the HyperX Arena. We are here live for our Pokemon Gym Battles.
I'm excited. It's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This is our second iteration of doing this tournament, and now, we're doing doubles format. We're not doing singles, so it's
We
gonna
did
be.
so we did do doubles last time.
We did.
We did doubles and singles.
Okay.
But this time we kind of focused primarily on doubles as the format to just try to kind of consolidate, make people kind of strategize a little more on kind of what meta we're trying to push here.
Oh right, yeah, no, especially because for me personally, I prefer doubles over singles. It's a little bit more cutthroat over singles. Singles is a lot more stalling.
Yeah, and we are running kind of the more traditional Pokemon rule set. We're not going to be doing any of the OU kind of stuff. But I guess we should kind of get back to basics real quick and introduce ourselves. Paul, pull that back up. Boom!
I'm Mega J Keezy, and he is
Swaggy Ceratopi. All right, we love that. We love that for
we
me.
love it. We love it.
Yeah, no, we are here live. We are going to be getting started in just a few minutes. I think our first game is going to be Radicus versus Cinder.
Ooh, it should be a good match between the two. I was seeing both their teams have kind of, unique feel. Both of them do kind of follow the meta so far right now, so it is going to be interesting to see who plays out better, and it's going to take home the first win.
Yeah, so Cinder is new. We have seen Radicus last time. He and Sojo are reoccurring players.
Okay.
So we are excited to see kind of where this is going to go. As somebody who kind of we had last time, I'm really – oh, he's waving.
And it's like, you guys say hi to the camera. It's like once you're on the stream at the HyperX Arena, you see yourself on the big screen every single time. You gotta wave. You gotta, be like, hey, I'm there. That's me. That is me.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. I'm excited to see us get into game. I see that someone is held off on starting the rules. I'm not sure if we're currently waiting for anything in particular, but it looks like we are getting right into it. Battle rules have been set. I'm really excited to see where we go from here. We do have locked teams. I don't, unfortunately, know what the teams are off the top of my head, but we're going to see them really soon.
Yeah, we should see him soon. We kind of already do see it with Cinder, and now he is kind of gonna make what his what he has for his team right now. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But again, with Radicus, he came here last time, so he should kind of already have a little bit of knowledge, especially playing against Sojo, who is probably maybe Vegas' best Pokemon player at the
Well,
moment.
I have to say, as a matter of fact, Sojo is Las Vegas' best Pokemon player just because he won the tournament last week. So, I mean, basically, statistically speaking,
Right.
Sojo's the GOAT.
Hey, I mean, at that rate, I ain't saying Sojo got a target on his back, but it's like you were number one last week. All these other players, especially, you have all these players from different community. You have Fun Name from the Mario Kart community.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have Asti, one of our casters, coming in as well. Like, a lot of these people, they're going to sit there and be like, yeah, no, I'm coming for that number one spot.
And that's what's so exciting to see. We get to see some people from different communities come together for a game that, honestly, is like one of the largest in the whole world.
It really is, and it's so good that we're able to bring Pokemon over into the arena. It's exciting for us to always bring new games, try new things, because there's a lot of games out there that people access on a day-to-day basis. Like, can you guys do a tournament for this? And it's like, let's see.
Yeah.
Give us some time.
Give us some time. We'll try to make it work. Well, we're going to see up first. Radicus is going to be throwing out the Murkrow and Garchomp, where Cinder is throwing out the Volcarona, and I missed. Who else was there?
That's Goldingo.
Goldingo. I just
Goldingo.
didn't see it. My eyes didn't work so good.
No.
Old man eyes over here.
Hey, you are all good, because especially we are now in the thousands for Pokemon, so it's not really easy to see. No, every single
We
Pokemon.
broke
right now.
1,000?
Yes, we're at.
How did
I think
miss
it's
that?
1,008 now. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
My old man brain can only remember so much.
All right, and we are getting the first Terra of the day. And it's going to be on the Garchomp.
So last time we saw a lot of this. Garchomp, Terra Earth, that was kind of the meta from last time around. So it's interesting to see it play out this way again. It makes me think that Radicus is playing the same team he did last week.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me because especially having that Murkrow is going to be the ideal person to set things up, or using that Tailwind, so that whole Pokemon team is going to be faster for turns. So that is going to come super handy, especially with Garchomp. Garchomp is a little bit on the slower side, but his moves are powerful. And you do see already Goldingo is going to be knocked out by Garchomp.
Yeah, no, we definitely see a lot of changes really fast on this meta. Last week, we did see, I can confirm Radicus is playing the exact same team composition he did during the last tournament, so that's good to know. Where Cinder is coming to the table with some brand new stuff. Golden Go last time was a huge pain in the butt for all of us to deal with.
Really?
Yeah, he saw a lot of play. He was definitely with the, what's his move that attacks everybody, throws the gold.
Oh my god. What sucks, I don't know it on top of my head, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Especially in the double setting, if he is set up properly, like, man, he is going to wipe out most of your team.
Yeah, it's crazy how much damage it does. Because we saw much more than last week where Golden was able to wipe an entire team with even like 2 special attack down.
Oh my!
It was crazy how strong there was. This is the first time I've seen this Pokemon like officially. Technically, I haven't beat the game yet, so like I have not seen this Pokemon like legitimately in my game.
Oh my god!
And I know it's like Ice Dragon.
Yes, it's an Ice Dragon. So it is. If you compare it to Tyranitar, Salamence, it is a Suedo legend.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, like a lot of people have been saying, it's not like. Most of the Suedo legends, like, you know for a fact, like, okay, this Pokemon is really good. It's kind of been getting some, backlash. It's been kind of like, it's not living up to its Suedo legend hype.
Is that stat typing? Is that stat distribution? Whoa.
No, Garchomp is still alive, so this is where it's going to come in handy because now it's like Garchomp is still being alive. The Tailwind is still out in play. Garchomp could kill them unless something does happen to where you could probably save maybe one Pokemon.
Yeah, this is not looking great for Cinder right now. Okay, we're seeing a swap into the, I think it is a Tatsugiri?
Yeah, it's going to be Tatsugiri.
Okay.
Which, I think that's kind of maybe a weird Pokemon to use without the Donzo.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a crazy high special attack stat base, so I can see it being useful on its own, but it is strange to see it without the defense.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, with it having a strong special attack, like, it should be able to do some damage, especially with Garchomp, but not having the Donzo, it is kind of missing out on that special ability that the Donzo has.
Yeah. The Dodonzo special ability is very cool, but I've heard that it is very toxic from players who play this competitively.
It is. It is. I am one of those people that I abused it, and I have been abused by it. And now we will see Excalibur eliminated. So now it's going to just be Tatsugiri just left, along with Volcarona.
Yeah. I'm sorry to say this, Paul. I'm pretty sure you have them on the wrong side for this perspective. I believe Cinder is the one with the Tatsugiri.
Yes. Yes, it is going to be swapped.
If you take the other game, it should be correct. There we go. All right, now.
Yep, that's
now
perfect.
We're seeing the right stuff. Okay, cool.
So we are going to have Abomasnow.
Shout out to Nick Bem, is what it says.
Nick Bem.
That's what it says.
That is a wild name. Hey, hey, he got to get out his shout out somehow. Like, he's not coming up to the mic. He's like, hey, it's Nick Bem. Okay, remember the name.
Yeah, This is the team composition that won Radicus his set last tournament. The Abomasnow coming out with the snow warning really helps the Rotom freeze land all those blizzards, and I think it's going to be pretty effective unless we see something out of this Volcarona.
Right, and also, like, what I just thought about, even though maybe this Tatsugiri doesn't have it, I'm pretty sure Tatsugiri could also learn Blizzard as well. So, sometimes you could use that to your advantage, because if someone's going to have Ice Warning, it's like, hold up, let me get my Pokemon that also has Blizzard, and Tatsugiri is going to get frozen.
The freeze! Oh no! The Tatsugiri is frozen. I, for some reason, was expecting the Blizzard to do more damage across the board. That seems kind of crazy to me. We're going to see the Protect out of the Volcarona, though. Keeping itself alive, hoping to see some more.
And you're going to get a Protect from the Abomasnow as well, so...
I think that might have been a waste of a turn on the Abomasnow, but maybe that was on purpose.
I would agree, and now the Discharge is going to come out, and it's going to attack everyone, but Volcarona is Protect, Abomasnow is also protected, and then Tatsugiri is going to be the only one to get hit, but it's not going to die.
Yeah, that was calculated. Because your Protects protect you from your allies' moves, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's still kind of questionable, because I feel like he was also maybe expecting Volcarona to attack.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't a bad move to hit the Protect just in case, because the Overheat's coming out, and it looks like that is going to... That's not good for Radicus right now.
Yeah, he is going to lose that Rotom. However, because of using Overheat, it does lower the special attack on Volcarona. So this is now, you know for a fact, it's not going to do a lot of damage to you after this rate. Oh no, the Thaw! Oh,
oh, the Icy Wind is coming out. It's not going to do enough damage to take out the Abomasnow. Oh, but it is going to lower the speed, and we're going to see the Overheat out of Cinder. But it avoided the attack. So we got to see if this Wood Hammer is going to be enough to take out the Volcarona. It is not. Oh, my gosh. But the Rocky Helmet made him faint.
Oh, Radicus.
What just happened?
So Cinder will take the first game against Radicus off of the play of... pretty much the Overheat was the right setup, like even though it did lower the special attack, but your Tatsugiri thawing out at the very last second, using the Icy Wind, and then that Wood Hammer connecting. It's like, yeah, you just played yourself at that rate.
It's pretty crazy to see how that kind of played out there at the end, because I feel it was almost so anticlimactic with like it got so exciting, and then it was just like, oh, nothing. Like,
right.
The Wood Hammer didn't kill. Like, it would have been super clutch if the Wood Hammer had killed.
Right.
But it wasn't enough. And then Radicus just loses to the Rocky Helmet. It's such an unfortunate finish for that set.
Now, if you're Radicus in this situation, because you have 6 Pokemon to choose from, do you switch from the 4 and get a new 4 from that 6, or do you just go with the same 4?
You know, I know that he has another strategy. We can look at his list. He also has a Flamingo and an Infernape. So if he decides not to go...
Annihilate, you mean?
Yeah, Annihilate. What did I say?
You said Infernape.
Wrong
Infernape's not in the
Pokemon.
game
Wrong
yet.
Pokemon. You know what I meant. Yes, Annihilate. He has an Annihilate on standby. But Cinder also, the Pokemon he didn't have coming into this match was a Meowscarada and the Dodonzo that we saw with the Tatsugiri kind of played without. So there's a couple different strategies that could be pulled out here in Game 2. We just have to see kind of it's Radicus's play. He has to change up what we're going to see.
Right, but at the same time, Cinder could counter it, and you are going to see the Volcarona and Baxcalibur in first, and then you're also going to see Garchomp and Flamigo for Radicus. So this is going to be an interesting start for both of them. We might see the same Terra again for Garchomp with the Ground Terra. And again, that is going to boost its ground moves, which it's going to prioritize probably Bulldoze, Earthquake.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see I think right off the bat, Terra Ground Garchomp seems to be the go-to. Yep, there it is. And then we're going to see he had like a strategy. Flamigo has that wall protect, right?
It does, but also, hold up, Cinder's also going to Terra now. So using it to using on Baxcalibur, which is going to make it
Steel.
Oh, what?
Ooh,
That's
interesting.
interesting. Oh, wait.
He's trying to avoid the.
It's not going to be super effective for Garchomp with any of his ground moves, so that's actually a really good move right there.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of. Oh, but he even went with the Dragon Claw. He didn't even go for the Earthquake in the first place. Flame Body's going to cause the burn. Garchomp was also taking damage from his Rocky Helmet. Flamigo going with the Brave Bird, going to immediately get rid of Volcarona. We said, no, we don't like that bug no more.
Yep, Volcarona is going to be out, but it does take some damage off with the Rocky Helmet, so that is going to come in handy for the meantime. Excalibur still hasn't used the move yet.
That is true. Ice School Crash right on the Flamigo, also taking it out. That's pretty rough. I think that they were really banking, Radicus was really banking on taking out that Volcarona, like, quick, and being able to kind of double down.
Right.
Because Flamigo's fighting type, right?
It's water type.
Flamigo is water?
Flamigo is water.
Never mind. I'm way off.
I'm like, no, trust me. I'm like, I'm not trying to steer you wrong. I'm like, yeah, it's
Paul, can you fact check that? Thanks, bud.
All right, but we do see the Murkrow back out for Radicus, so you will see the Tailwind set up. But again, this is where you're in a weird situation with Garchomp, because now with Excalibur being that steel typing, your ground moves are not going to do damage. And then also as well, you're burnt too, so your attack damage is already cut in half.
Yeah, but I don't think Excalibur has really anything super effective against Garchomp, and Earthquake is still just a good move. Like, it hits double, it demands the attention of all players on the field, so
Right.
it just has to deal with it. I cannot see what Pokemon is on the field. Is that a Tatsugiri?
I'm going to assume it's
His head's
Tatsugiri. Yeah, it's
his head's too
Tatsugiri.
big.
So,
Yeah, it is Tatsugiri.
So Garchomp is now only going to be at 50 health, and his speed is down. But however, with the Tailwind being out, it shouldn't be that bad.
It shouldn't matter. Yeah.
It shouldn't matter.
Do we know what ability the Garchomp has? Is it like Intimidate or something? I don't know. I don't know what abilities he has off the top of my head. Okay, let's see. I knew it. It is.
Oh my god.
It is Flying Fighting. So that is why the Excalibur prioritized taking that out, because the Fighting type was going to do some serious damage to the Steel Terra typing. It does look like he got the Earthquake off, wasn't enough damage, and then died.
And now he is going to use Foul Play. It's not going to do that much damage to the Excalibur. Radicus is up against the wall right now, only down to 2 Pokemon, and you still have to kill 3 Pokemon right now. And you will see the Snow Warning coming out from the bottom. So, but again, you don't have a Blizzard right now. Now you're kind of sitting there like, what do I do in this situation? Because you have to get rid of Excalibur, and you need to get rid of Tatsugiri as soon as possible.
Yeah. Well, definitely rough. We don't know what the 4th Pokemon is for Cinder right now. Murkrow immediately going down, so this is not looking so hot for Radicus right now. Seeing the Icy Wind come out, it's not going to do really anything, but it will reduce the speed. Tailwind should still be enough, but like, I mean, it's already the slowest thing on the field, so what am I talking about? It doesn't matter anymore.
So now you are going to be damaged by the recoil from the Wood Hammer. So now this is where you're sitting there, you're like, none of my moves right now are
Priority
doing any
Ice
damage.
Shard. Not enough.
Yeah, you're going to see nothing but ice moves because it's going to be stronger because of the Snow Warning. Oh, that should be game. That's game.
What is Glaive Rush? That was cool.
That's Excalibur's special move.
That was cool.
Yeah, I like it. It's unique, but that will mean Cinder is going to take the set, right? We're doing best of 3?
Yeah, Cinder takes the set. Congratulations to Cinder for taking the first game in today's tournament. That is an unfortunate finish for Radicus, but that's not the last game. That's not the last game of the day.
Not.
And he still has a shot.
So with this format, because we actually didn't discuss it, it is going to be round robin. So all these players are going to play against everyone one time, and it's going to be best of 3s in each one. So we may see someone go completely undefeated. We may probably see maybe a tie in first and second, maybe a 4-1.
Yeah, I mean, I hope we don't see a 4-1 because that would be not as cool.
I mean, we might.
But we might, we could, we could see a dominating composition today. Because with Pokemon, there's a lot to uh, what makes someone win. It's team
Agree.
composition. It's not. It's the stat distribution. It is the ability choice. Like even like if that Obama Snow maybe had Blizzard, maybe there was something else to do there. But
Right.
like you're also sacrificing your traditional play. We saw at least two compositions that had different opportunities
Right.
to facilitate different strategies, and I think that was what was really interesting and unique. But we're going to see hopefully a lot more of that today.
Oh no, agree. Like with being a Pokemon battler, like you're constantly changing your strat on the fly because maybe okay, your beginning move didn't work out the way that you wanted it to, and then all of a sudden like your opponent counters it, and you guys sit there like, okay, I have to change this plan right now and go to a different route. Like you could probably see any Pokemon player like they never just have one plan. Like
Right.
they have to make sure they have probably like maybe 20 different plans going down the line because they're like, okay, I have four Pokemon, four moves each, 16 moves, but you have Terra, and then you also have all the hidden abilities. So it's just like, okay, I need to work with this and see what works well with my team.
Absolutely. There's so much different kinds of strategy that goes into building these teams that makes it kind of crazy to see like how these teams come together, and that's why I would be very surprised to see one team run it 4-1,
Right.
5-0, like they're that it's all possibility.
Oh, right. It's especially, because as right now, like with Cinder taking out, I would say one of the favorites, Radicus, now all eyes is on Sojo. Sojo
It's
is
true.
that man with the heat, with being number one. And then also, we are going to go into
Woo!
our next game, and it's going to be Radicus versus Asti.
Oh, we're gonna see the run back on Radicus. See, I love this because I know Radicus's team, so I can talk about it pretty confidently. And also, I guilted him into coming today. So,
Oh, Kevin with the
yeah.
guilt
So,
trip.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All
The
right.
patented Kevin guilt trip is here to stay.
Yeah, guys, if you're in Vegas, if Kevin messages you, prepare for a guilt trip. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But no, this is actually going to be really interesting because again, like Radicus does want that run back from losing game one. So now he has to sit here and be like, okay, I'm don't want to lose another set right now. And now Asti has a lot of fight in him. Like he just hit master in the Pokemon rank for Pokemon VGC. So it's going to
Mm-hmm.
be interesting to see what he's also going to do because we don't know what his team is like
Right.
that.
Well, we could. There is a piece of paper somewhere, but we'll have that in a moment. Um, but right now, I think we are waiting for them to get into lobby. Um,
Oh, I mean, I have his team. I have his team.
you have his team. You cheated.
Well, did I cheat? It's
Mm,
it's on my phone because I
I
had
think
to
you
print it
cheated.
out. I had to print it
I think
out.
you broke the game.
All right,
All
all
right.
right.
Well, I am going to say we're going to have to throw to a quick break if we can. While we wait to see this lobby get created and get set up, I'm excited to see what the match up next has in store. But we'll stay tuned. And we are back with gym battles featuring Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I am with the wonderful Mega L Keezy.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Big L.
All right. Yeah, you can't even call me Mega L Kesey when weren't you the one who lost to me in the fantasy league? I'm just saying.
Look,
I'm just saying.
I never said that I was going to win.
Okay, but you weren't supposed to get last. Okay. Anyway, this ain't about us right now. This is about Radicus and Ozzy with Pokemon. And as you can see, Ozzy's team, it does have a Mungus, Garchomp, Gardevoir,
I love that game.
Hydreigon, Talonflame, and I keep forgetting that.
Which one?
That blue.
Oh.
No, it's not Murkrow.
The blue thing. I
It's-
can't remember the blue thing either.
I'm
It's like a Lamora or something like that, I thought.
I'm about to get roasted again.
You're going to get roasted and toasted by the
Zayul.
chat.
Yep.
Zayul knows everything.
Because I sat there, I was like, I really said it was a water type, and it's not a water type. Glamora.
Yeah.
Glamora. There we go.
Currently, we see our players. Oh yeah, Glamora. I was kind of right. Lamora or something like that. I don't know what I said
Okay.
anymore. I said Aura, I think, but I could be wrong.
You said like Aura, so I mean, I guess.
I was like
it
on the
counts.
right page, you know. I'm not saying I was right, but I wasn't like the wrongest I could have been.
I mean, that's fair. So now here's the thing with Radicus, we already saw him play, and mostly relying on that Garchomp, on that Murkrow, on the Snow. Like, those were like the three main Pokemons that we saw. We didn't see Annihilate. Yeah, actually, Annihilate was the only Pokemon we didn't see.
This week?
No, from Radicus for today, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He did not pull it out, I think, last time either. I think he it's just there just in case.
Just a filler spot, you know, just in case if he has to use it. But
I think it's kind of too strong to ignore for most people, so...
I mean, yeah, I guess, yes, that's fair. And then now with Radicus, we did see, like, utilizing the Terra Garchomp for the ground typing. Works out well until he got countered by Baxcalibur, who had the Terra Steel type on him.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. And it didn't help that his, what was it? It was the Flamigo got annihilated right away. All right, we're hopping into game. I can't wait to see what our first set of players or set of Pokemon are.
I was like, no, you're not wrong. So we are going to get the Talonflame and Hydreigon out from Ozzy, and we're going to get a Bonosnow and Rotom to start out.
That's kind of crazy. That's right off the bat. We're seeing the Rotom. In prior weeks, he never started with the Rotom. So we're going to see some serious decision-making here.
Right, and now also at this rate, like, you're at a type disadvantage. If you're Aussie, you have a Dragon type and you have a Flying Fire out right now. So you're going against an Ice type, and honestly, you're also going against a Roto who knows electric types as well.
But as we saw before, we're seeing the Dragon type change into Steel, which is going to resist the ice, right? It does resist
It does resist ice, so it might be for going against Garchomp. Oh, wait.
Oh, yes, we did see this. I forgot about this. Rotom, Terra, Water. I don't remember what he did last time, but it was kind of... I think it ended up winning in one of the games, so we'll see.
Well, now this is also where it's going to be weird for Talonflame, because Talonflame's still getting that Fire type and having to go against that Water type, and it is going to be super effective against a Bonosaur with that Terra Blast, and Talonflame hangs on with the Focus Sash.
Crazy.
Focus Sash saved Talonflame's life, so this is now Talonflame's time to do whatever it can to take out a Pokemon.
Yeah, I know Radicus did know. Like, Radicus knows what items the Talonflame had, so he knew that he had the Focus Sash, so was likely predicting that. We're going to have to see what he pulls out here with the Rotom.
And now, as you see, we are waiting for Aussie. Aussie is currently debating on what to do right now against Radicus. And again, like, your Talonflame is literally at 1 HP, so you keep it in, you're going to lose that Pokemon.
And he didn't go first, so it wasn't fast enough. So yeah, that was probably the smart move.
Well, no,
it went second.
Because it pulled off the Tailwind.
The read.
Ooh, so we are going to get a Dark Pulse on that Rotom. It's not going to do anything. The Thunderbolt is going to hit Hydreigon, but again, still in.
I said the read, and that was really ignorant of me, and that was not right. It was not a read. It was an attempt at a priority move to knock out the Talonflame, which explains the swap out in the first place. Though, obviously, taking that kind of damage on Garchomp against 2 ice types right now, probably going to be pretty rough.
And then especially you're in the snow warning as well. Like, the ice moves are going to be stronger. Ice Shard is going to come out. They are trying to take out that Garchomp, but unfortunately it's not going to be able to do anything because of the attack.
Well, we are going to see the Terra Blast come out. It's going to take out the Abomasnow. Not necessarily getting the value wanted out of that Abomasnow's Ice Shard. But we are going to see a Thunderbolt straight onto the Hydreigon. Not really doing enough, but we will see who he's throwing out next. It looks like it. Yes, it is Flamigo.
Yes, the flying fighting type. Yeah, I'm not going to call it water, even though I feel like it should have been water. But, you know, with this Rotom, you still have electric moves in case if that Talonflame does come right back out. But you do see the Rock Slide coming out from Garchomp. It's not going to do anything. And we're going to get a Draco move. And now that's
not enough!
Oh, that's a risky move.
I think that, Aussie loses both his Pokemon here, I think. He's going to lose the Hydreigon. Flamigo's defense falls after that. But, I mean, unless I'm pretty sure the Rotom had to have used Blizzard here, right?
I don't think it's using Blizzard. Maybe it might. Ooh.
Eject pack from the Flamigo.
Wait a minute. That's actually going to be clutch. And now we're going to get the Air Garchomp out. That's going to be the last Pokemon.
That is the last Pokemon. Aussie is showing 2 Garchomps on his side. I don't quite think that's right. But yeah, I was right. Aussie's losing both of his Pokemon, the Hydreigon and the Garchomp. But now it's a whole new world for Aussie. We know he's got one last Pokemon as well as the Talonflame. We're going to have to see. The Talonflame was low. This match is not looking so hot. We have to see if this Talonflame is going to be able to act fast.
And we're going to have Gardevoir, so this actually might potentially be a saving grace, but also at the same time, it's like you don't have a Terra for Gardevoir, you use a Terra on Hydreigon, which wasn't a bad play. But now it's just like, what is your Gardevoir going to do? Because especially you pretty much have to take out 3 Pokemon right now.
Yeah, I'm not super sure what the Gardevoir...
Oh, no. The read is using it. So Gardevoir is out to take out that Garchomp right now.
I think it has to, right?
Yeah.
We're going to see the Tailwind come out from Talonflame, just trying to preserve that Gardevoir. I think the idea was hoping that the Gardevoir was going to take out the Garchomp with the Moonblast, not allowing it to participate, and then hopefully being faster than the Rotom next turn with Tailwind and hopefully taking it out. But it's not looking like things are going to go so cleanly. We're going to have to see what Aussie's got in store. Moonblast again on the Rotom, not enough to take it out. Garchomp with the Earthquake. Rotom has Levitate, don't do nothing.
I think Gardevoir is out, so that will be game 1 going to Raticus. So now we're going to go into game 2 right after this. Aussie, he has to kind of make a new maneuver right now in this situation because Raticus kind of just sat there and dominated. I really feel like Raticus didn't have to necessarily worry because I felt like Raticus had every single counter against Aussie in that situation. You know, when you're sitting there, it's like, okay, what else can I do? Because especially how quick Talonflame went down to 1 HP, even though the Focus Sash came in clutch, but it's like if it wasn't for that item, your Talonflame would have been dead.
Right.
And then Hydreigon pretty much not being able to kill early enough because of the Abomasnow popping off that Aurora Veil. So sitting there.
Well, I think to discount the I don't think it's necessarily fair to discount the Talonflame's value there because the Focus Sash was obviously put on him with the intent of at least guaranteeing the Talonflame got the Tailwind and got a chance to do one other thing, whether that means Tailwind and then eject and then Tailwind again later in the match, which is exactly what we saw. It's just a matter of whether or not that is enough value for the team as a whole, and that's what we're hoping to find out here is he going to play it back or are we going to see it a little different?
And now also, again, with that Gardevoir got red, and we are going to see Gardevoir out first, so...
We're seeing the same opening team from Radicus, but we are seeing a different setup from Austin with the Gardevoir Glamora. I know that Glamora is used predominantly as kind of a setup, kind of defensive creature, but I'm not super sure on what its capabilities are.
I still feel like it's, especially in this situation, like especially you had that Gardevoir out first, I feel like now you have to start setting up right now. You have to set up your Gardevoir and everyone else from behind, and you are going to get the taunt off from Osti. Osti is now preventing for any Aurora Veils coming out, any taunts, any like status effects, or like that's actually a really good move right there.
Yeah. Taunt, I know, can be problematic. Who do we... So, because of the taunt, we just saw Abomasnow couldn't use the Aurora Veil, which is a huge way of keeping his team alive.
Yep, and now, well, this is now a huge way for Asu to actually keep the same amount of damage and do more than what he did in the last match.
Right. That's a good point. I don't really think about how much value Aurora Veil gives, and you can see there is some contemplating from Radicus right now as we wait to see kind of what comes out.
And now you will see the withdraw, and we are going to get Among Us.
We love that game here.
Yes, we're all sussy today, boys.
There's Sussy Baka, what can I say?
And we're going to get another taunt off on the Rotom, so now...
I don't know if that does anything.
Yeah, no, Rotom didn't have... Yeah, Rotom just had all attack moves.
What, Discharge, Lightning Bolt, yeah, it did.
Yeah.
So maybe that wasn't necessarily the best play, but Aussie may not realize that that was all 4 moves. Does those sheets show exactly what
yes.
Maybe he was predicting a swap out. That could have been it.
True, yeah.
That could have been a swap, but I don't really know why that may have been the case, because Rotom obviously not didn't take any damage, but maybe there was like the intent to think if we swap out now, we have...
Right.
I can now set up with another Pokemon.
Right. Because I feel like, especially, you know, when you're in that situation, because it's like, okay, Rotom could die right now because of having no Aurora Veil. Maybe, you know, I just switch out. Maybe that's also what Darkus was also contemplating. But we are going to get the Terror again off the Hydreigon. It's going to be Steel type. So this is where, again, Ice moves are not going to be that effective against Hydreigon right now. And, you know, now this is a time where you can kind of, I don't want to say stall.
Still going to mess up the Amogus.
That's true.
Like
yeah, because it's a grass type. It's a grass poison, so...
I'm not sure what the Terra Water's for, other than type coverage on the Terra Blast.
Well, we are going to get a Protect off of Mungus. Mungus is going to try to shield itself from any ice moves, which we do see from Abomasnow. So now this is where you're going to have to use Hydreigon to get what it wants. Flamethrower on Abomasnow.
What?
Oh, hold up.
That's a Focus Sash.
Focus Sash. Okay, I was about to say that it should have been dead. It should have been dead.
That makes sense. I kind of agree with the idea of putting a Focus Sash on an Abomasnow.
Yes.
With the 4 times weakness, but he is going to kill himself.
It is going to kill himself. So
that is still pretty rough.
I think that actually pretty clutch of Aussie right there, because now it's like, yeah, if he loses Discharge, he's killing his own teammate right there.
That is a pretty good read.
So now, again, like, you see what he has right now, and it's just really debating on who does he actually switch out to at this point in time, and, you know, kind of sit there and think, because Aussie has 3, you have 3.
Right, and we only know that he had the Hydreigon, the Gardevoir, and the Amogus.
Yes.
So we don't know.
Oh,
no,
and
we
the
do know the
Glamora.
Glamora.
Yeah.
So we know his whole team.
Yeah, we know his whole team.
But he has only lost the Gardevoir. We're going to see how this shakes out. I'm not sure. I think...
Oh, I'm actually stupid. I didn't realize Glamora used Stealth Rock in the beginning, so that's why we just saw damage go on to Garchomp.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
We're going to see the Rock Slide. Not very effective on either of them.
And now this is where potentially, and you will have, I want to say, Wiki Berry. Okay, so
what's the Wiki Berry do?
It just heals health.
Sounds like a citrus berry.
Yeah.
What's the Why do they have 2 berries?
That is a good question. Hey, Sayol.
Zayul, if you're in chat, please tell me what the difference between a wiki berry and a citrus berry does. Thank you.
Because I'm like, I have not used a wiki berry.
Rotom shook off the taunt. That didn't really do anything. The Amoonguss is now gone. Hit with the Blizzard. We have a Glamora and a Hydreigon, both at about the same amount of health. This is still looking in favor of Radicus. We're going to see the Rock Slide come out. The Glamora is going to take a pretty decent amount of damage. We just need to see, is the Glamora toxic debris?
Oh, wait, that's not going to
That's not
poison
gonna
them yet.
Help until the next Pokemon
Yep.
comes out. Yeah.
And we're going to get Draco Meteor
That's
comes
going
out.
to knock out the, yeah.
So it's going to be 2-2.
It's 2-2. But Hydreigon's pretty low. Right now, it doesn't look like Rotom's doing a whole lot, but we know who the last Pokemon is.
But Energy Ball does
Didn't-
make it go 4 HP right now. So
Yeah, no, this is. I'm going to be Mr. Doom and Gloom unless Austin can knock out this Flamigo
But, okay,
before the Flamigo can attack.
so hear me out right now. Because it's now going to get poisoned.
Yeah.
And it's going to get... Wait. Oh, because of the flying type.
Yeah, it doesn't get the other one.
Oh, I think Austin might lose unless he is.
Terra Blast.
Okay, we are getting the Terror Blast, but who does he go
Yes.
for? He goes for the Flamingo. I think this is the right move right here.
But it wasn't enough.
Oh.
We're going to see the close combat, a little overkill. We're going to see the players do the hand shaky shake off thing.
Camera.
Yeah. But there it is. Radicus taking this match 2-0.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I mean, Radicus has like a game plan and he executes it pretty
Yeah.
solidly. Unfortunately, in his first game, it didn't quite plan out.
Right.
The team composition wasn't really in his favor. I like Austi's attempt here. I like the Glamora trade-in on the second game.
Yes.
I still think that the second taunt was a little hopeful.
Yeah,
But-
I think, like, as we both mentioned, I think he was hoping for that swap in and wasn't able to read it properly.
Yeah, I just, I mean, who on his team would have even been swapped in? That would have been a problem. Like, we know the other Garchomp's not going to use a prep move.
Maybe
Flamigo could have used that.
Because doesn't Flamingo also have?
He has a protect that protects.
I think
two
that's
people.
also. Oh yeah, the wide guard.
Wide guard, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that would have been enough to really justify that. Maybe.
Maybe.
Who else was on his team?
So it was Flamingo, Garchomp, and then Abomasnow
But-
and Rotom were already
right,
out.
but the other two Pokemon.
Morcrow and Annihilate, which we have not seen
Yeah.
at all.
So I definitely think that the maybe it was predicting the Murkrow swap in
Yeah, so it could
because
prevent the
Prankster,
tailwind.
Tailwind, I believe he has a taunt as well.
He does.
So
He does.
I could see that makes sense to me then.
Right. But I mean, like, honestly, it does feel like Austi's game plan did start coming out more into play on game 2 versus game 1. Like,
Mhm.
game 2, and honestly, it could have went either way. It could have went to Radicus or Asti. It's just Radicus being able to hold off and then Asti not getting the poison. Like, even though the poison wouldn't have done much, but it would have at least damaged it a little bit, cut its attack, and then it still would have been able to actually, maybe kill it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell us about Wikiberry, Paul. Okay. That is insanely complicated. Okay, Citrus Berry heals at 25%
at
at half HP. Wikiberry does some crazy stuff. That I have 33% HP. That confuses if you have minus speed attack.
So if you have a minus speed, so
Zayul, say it again so I can just read it. Paul's trying to read it off to me and it's too difficult.
Oh my god, that's actually wild. Why? Oh my, I did not know Wikiberry was
Someone said
that.
that. Someone's like, "Is that okay?" That was a long pause. It was a long
It
pause
was a long pause.
because it was a very very
Yes.
long description. Wikiberry is a 33% HP heal and confuses you if you have negative special attack, not speed attack, nature. So if you have a negative special attack nature, that activates at 1/3 HP. Citrus Berry heals 25% of half. Okay. So you
Okay.
get a little bit bigger heal at a lower HP, but the only negatives
The only negative is if you
have a
have it on
bad
a
nature.
Pokemon with a bad nature,
Yeah.
then that's where it's like, is it really viable for you?
Yeah. Um, I mean, it makes sense. It's still tech. No, I feel like Citrus Berry is just flat out better, right? 25% at 1/2 puts you at 75% HP.
Right.
The only
But
difference
but if you
is
don't go to 50% exactly, if you're under 50%, like let's
Citrus
just say
Berry
you're
still
at,
heals.
I know, but let's just say you're at like
Oh,
33, then you only go to 25%
53.
of
That
your
makes
overall
sense.
health.
Oh, I have Aussie coming to the mic.
It's specifically for the mousehold population bomb. If you get any multi hits down to all the way down, you'll heal. Whereas
Oh,
you won't get O code. But if you have a citrus berry, you have to like survive in order to use
got
it.
it.
Wiki berry will activate mid like multi hit. Like if you get 10
Is that
population
just
bombs.
unique to WikiBerry?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's weird.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I use wiki berry. I do suck though.
No,
Hashtag,
No, you don't.
hashtag
no,
wash. Hashtag retire Aussie champ.
no.
Hashtag catch me in the hype tunnel. Going 0-6.
Nah, no, no,
Hey,
no.
Aussie is not going 0 and 6. He can't even go 0 and 6. Wait a minute.
It would be 0-5.
Yeah.
Unless you lose to me after the tournament, in which case then maybe
Okay,
maybe
yeah,
you should
hold up. I
retire.
feel like
I
if
haven't
you
finished the
lose to
game
Kevin after the tournament, that's probably the biggest L because Kevin hasn't beat the game.
yet. Yeah, that might be tough. That might be tough. Up next we have
We
Nerd Ninja, yep, and Funny Name.
All right, so again, we see Funny Name more for his Mario Kart skills and
Mm-hmm.
also his Osu skills if you actually follow him on Twitter. But how good is his Pokemon skills? That's what I want to know.
Well, according to his DM to me, not good. He was pretty unconvinced that he was going to win, and I said, "Oh, thank goodness, I finally get to see Funny Name lose something." Um, I'm tired of paying this guy's salary.
Salary,
Yeah.
like he's not in college yet. You're just paying his salary at this
Yeah,
rate because he goes to college next year. So I think
I hope he's using it for college. That makes me feel better. At
I don't think
least.
he is. Let's be
Aw,
honest.
man.
I feel like he still uses it for McDonald's.
Funny Name, give me a thumbs up if you use your winnings for McDonald's.
Okay, he's not paying attention. I think he's trying to
Toxic.
figure out what Pokemon he's gonna use exactly against.
All right,
that team.
that's fair. He can take it seriously every once in a while.
So with Funny Name, you do see the Annihilate, Garchomp, Godingo, Hydreigon, Mousehold, and Murkrow. And then for Nerd Ninja, you have Farafret.
Farafrig. I can't remember the name of that Pokemon, but it's the Snom evolution.
Oh,
It's cute. I think the Snom is cute. I don't know about that one.
I
Then
literally just got the name.
the salty giant Gargantual something. Mousehold again, Meowscarada, and Sylveon. Frostmoth. Thank
There we
you.
go. I was like,
Thank you,
it's
Zayul,
Frost.
too. Paul cheated, and he told me, but I think he cheated because he read your message before I did. Oh, wow. He said he doesn't want to read.
All right, so now this is honestly an interesting team loadout for Nerd Ninja. If I'm completely honest, like I have seen, I literally just drew a blank on the rock type Pokemon, and I actually use it in my team, so I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now. But I have seen that in competitive play. But most of the Pokemon I have not seen, except for Meowscarada, because of its special move that Meowscarada gets. It is pretty broken, if I'm honest, because it crits every single time.
Yeah. Wait, it crits every time?
It crits every single time. If you use Meowscarada's special move, it crits every single time.
So always 1.5 times damage on top of, like, how does that calculation work with weaknesses? So straight, like, grass attack against water
Right.
would,
It's
because it's already 1.5 times damage, right?
and then technically it's a 4-time weakness as
Well, no, it's just a 2 times weakness.
no, because it's 4 times.
Water is just 2 times weak to grass.
Is it only two? You know what?
A 4 times weakness only comes into play when both types are like Abomasnow is 2
No,
times
no,
weak
that's
to fire.
not always true. Like if it's a straight out like type disadvantage, it can go for. No, I'm not. No, I'm not even gonna say it.
Chat, prove me wrong. Get in the chat. Prove me right. All right, we're into it. Up first, we're going to see Funny Name come out with his. Oh, okay. He's coming out with the. Trying to figure out which side is which. Murkrow and Garchomp.
Yes.
And we're seeing Nerd Ninja with the Farafrig and the big salty guy.
So okay, so I actually just realized this about Garga Nalkle.
Yeah.
It's literally Garga salt.
Yeah, I know.
I just
Gargantuan. Like it's gargantuan, but it's salt. That's why I called it Salty Boy.
Well, no, because it just hit me because it's NaCl. And I'm like,
NaCl.
oh, right, duh. Like,
Yeah, all of this. That's why I called him Salty. He literally is. The move is called Salt Cruel.
Salt here. Get it right.
Oh. Salt Cruel sounds cooler. All right, we're seeing Dazzling Gleam come out. This is the first time I've seen Farafrig actually at all. I haven't even seen him in my game either. That's cool though, because I think that's a cool Pokemon. Also very cute. The move does not affect Shy Guy because it is an Earthquake. Flying type ignores it. Get caught up on the game real quick.
Also, shout outs to Funny Name because I just realized all of his names of his Pokemons are people from his Mario cartoon.
I hate nicknames, bro.
I literally just looked. I was like, Guy Shy, and then one of them said Cracker MK, which is Kracko. So, yeah, I was like, oh, it's his Mario Kart team that he's on.
Ooh, okay. Zayul did drop a little piece of knowledge in chat. He said Mega Jaykeezy's definitely wrong just because he didn't actually say that, but I'm saying that on his behalf because I know he's right.
Oh, my
But he did say crits ignore stat drops and opponent stat boosts.
Well, I never said that. We were arguing on.
I'm just telling you what he told me.
weaknesses.
I just think that's an interesting tidbit. I didn't know that.
Okay.
As a longtime Pokemon player, I didn't know that it ignored stat drops and stat boosts. That is interesting to me.
That is fair, but I was like,
We're seeing the taunt.
but it does come out a little bit too late because
Yeah,
the
the
Wide
Wide
Guard
Guard's
already came out. But this means you can't use it after that. But the Hyper Voice is gonna get blocked by the Protect, but it is gonna take out the Murkrow.
That is unfortunate for Funny Name.
But I mean, it is 3-3 right now in terms of how many Pokemon both of them do have.
That throat spray, I assume that only takes effect when you use a voice-based attack.
Yes.
That is so funny.
So
is that a one-time or a or a 2 times stat boost? He doesn't know. That is okay. The way he looked at me, that was like I don't know.
No, I was looking at you because I was laughing at the name that he made Goldingo. So
Sports Joseph won. Let's go. We love Sports Joseph one up in this house.
we do. This is a Sports Joseph household in
Yeah.
this arena right now. But as you can see, like again, both of them are pretty much even right now. No one's really making that big of a play, big of a jump against each other. But you do see the Terra finally come out for the guard shot. I was questioning when is this going to come out? Like,
yeah, both players were holding off on sending out their Terra typing. It's another Terra ground. We're going to see the Protect come out, which I think means we're about to see an Earthquake. But the Body Press coming out is going to do quite a bit of damage. Not enough. The Rough Skin's going to hurt the Garganel. Gargasalt.
and now we're going to have a Terra Blast kills the Garchomp. So that is unfortunate. You Terra and you don't get to actually use it.
Yeah, that is a little interesting because
It's based on the Terra shard, but even then, it wasn't Terra yet, so it was a normal.
He did hold off on terraing his why can't I remember the name of that Pokemon all of a sudden?
Garchomp.
Garchomp, thank
Yeah.
you. I was going to say Garganol, and I'm like, that's wrong too. He held off for a while, presumably because he didn't know if he was going to use it or commit to it, and it looked like he finally committed, and it was a little too late.
Right. Because, I mean, I feel like once he saw the Sylveon out, he was like, okay, hold on, I kind of need type protection right now. Like, he did use that protect and survive, but you can't use protect twice. So kind of.
I learned you can. You just have a very low % chance of it working a
Well,
second time.
You can't use it in competitive settings. You can't use protect types in competitive settings. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's not what I heard last week. That's
Really?
news to me. Yeah, that's news to me.
Did
Oh.
it? Okay.
I
Because
could-
I'm like,
I'm-
from
I'm
what?
probably being
Because
wrong
from
here.
when I played, it was like you cannot use protect twice.
Sylveon's going out with the Terra Blast, going to take out Sports Joseph. Easy clap. That
1-2.
fire type really destroying Joey.
And
Making
now
it almost sad.
the flash cannon is not going to do any damage against that Sylveon, which is now fire type. And again, you're going to see Garganacl.
Garganackle.
I'm not going to be able to say it every single time.
Garganackle is what I'm going to
Garganackle.
commit to.
You're not going to. You're pretty much. You're going to see him almost at full health again. So now
Yeah.
you're back at square one.
I mean, this game seems pretty tough. It's only, it's just funny name. This last one. Like, Craig, Flash Cannon, not going to do enough.
See, that flash cannon would have been perfect last turn on
Yeah.
Garganackle versus on the Sylveon.
Yeah. That is unfortunate. Bobby going down. Funny name. Losing game one.
I love his profile picture that he has for his trainer card.
I didn't see it.
It's Quagsire. It's literally just a Quagsire face. Just. But okay, so Funny Name is now down 1-0 to Nerd Ninja, and again, you said Funny Name DM'd you and said that he's not good. So
Yeah, he did admit that to me. But Nerd Ninja, this is Nerd Ninja's very first Pokemon game ever.
wait,
That
it
is what that is the story I had heard prior to this event. Is that Nerd Ninja has never played a Pokemon game before Scarlet Violet.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, that's wild. Like, because my little cousin, he finally got into Pokemon from Legends Arceus. So being able to see him now to be like, oh, I want to play all the past games. I'm like, I love you so much right now. Just let me know which game you want, because I have every single Pokemon game so far.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I see there was an issue with the lobby.
Oh no, who broke the lobby?
I-
Do you blame Funny Name?
I think it was No Meta Nick.
Yeah, I mean he did start a conspiracy theory from Knockdown, so I can agree. Blame No Man Nick, which I still think that's actually funny because I'm like, I don't think they realize what the actual Knockdown logo is.
Can I get Nerd Ninja to change his resolution to full screen?
No.
Because it's off by like pixels. He has the 97%. I know because on one of my TVs it is 100%, and on the other TV it is 97%.
Oh my God.
It has something to do with the resolution, and it makes me a sad man.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. All my TVs are always at 100% anytime I plug in my Switch. So,
Your TVs give 100% all the time, bro.
bro,
Bro, your TV's kind of goated.
yeah, bro, they're super litty, you know. Just,
Don't ever talk like that. How dare you?
I'm like, I'm sorry. All right, so they're getting their teams reset. They're getting the lobby reset. So
They're currently picking what they're going to be going into this first match with. We won't
Second match.
quite. Sorry, did I say first?
yep, use
Okay,
that first
well.
match.
This next match, very exciting. I love the AJ cam. AJ cam is hype.
AJ Cam is the best cam on God. Just,
For real.
but then again, we missed the Jacob Cam.
Do miss Jacob Cam.
Yeah, he'll be back this week.
Yes, sir. All right, we are going into game 2. Up first, Bobby's going to send out his Golden Go and his Mouse Hold. And we're going to see from Nerd Ninja his Farafrig and Garganackle.
And now you do see, again, with the mouse hold, like, again, I think that's a cool evolution that they got. It was such a, it's a family. It's a little family.
I have a love-hate relationship with it. From an evolution standpoint, it makes no sense. We're gonna see the wide guard come out, but it just like it doesn't really make any sense.
I mean, okay.
Does it?
How does
Does
it?
it? You just get more. It's like at least Diglett getting 2 extra heads and Doug Trio is like we don't know what's going on underground. Maybe it is just one thing.
Okay, but think about it. You got birds and the beads.
Yeah, but that's not.
But it is. They're literally
That's like
walking around.
That's like if I said me hanging out with you by my side is suddenly an evolutionary advantage.
But Kevin, think about
Actually, you know what? It is. I changed my mind. It is an evolutionary advantage. Having more people is.
I mean,
kinda hype.
it's probably an evolutionary advantage for me over you, but that's a different story for another day. And now you will be seeing the switch out into the Sylveon. So now in the series where you're going to have to follow me, go with the mouse hold. So this means that all the attacks are going to be directed to mouse hold.
Going to see the body press. It is super effective. Maybe that wasn't what they wanted, but we are going to see them make it rain. That is a ton of damage coming out. Taking out both players, the special attack falls. It is only a 1-stage attack fall, so that's
And that's why I'm like, I love it, because I'm like, it's literally on one stage, and it's like, use it again.
That Pokemon's broken.
And it took out both. Like, that's insane right
Yeah.
now, because now it's like, you're currently at the heavy advantage right now. You're 4-2 at the moment.
Does taunt, not taunts, right?
What?
The center of attention.
Follow me.
Follow me.
Sorry.
Does that still carry through with new Pokemon or no?
If I remember, I thought it was only with the Pokemon that were out. So
I'm not sure. So we'll have to see how that kind of plays out. But like,
I believe it's only for the Pokemon that were out.
because like right
Because
now,
now once
it's
they're
just,
dead, it's this Meowscarada is going to be able to attack whoever they want.
okay, we're gonna see Terra type come out. I think it's Terra type Golden Go. I think he's gonna go straight Steel. Yep. So he's gonna get the stab. There's gonna be a lot of damage coming out on that. Make it rain. It also prevents him from taking additional damage from any typing. The paralyze on the Ferrafra
Oh
is
wait,
unfortunate.
is it doing it again?
This
Oh,
could
no.
be it. Sports Joseph going,
Wait.
taking out the Ferrafra. Cucumber only sticking around because it's got the focus sash.
Oh my God. Okay, Sports Joseph is actually very clutching it out right now for playing it. And with still having 4 Pokemon left, and Mouso can still attack, getting the paralyze off. So now
This is
you
just
pretty much
unfortunate.
you
And it's paralyzed. Oh no, I did get the knockoff. Protean transformed into Dark type, but it wasn't enough. That is why he Terra typed Steel to prevent that from taking out the Golden Go. This is an unfortunate circumstance to be in for Nerd Ninja.
But now also at the same time, it took off its life orb, so now it's not going to do as much damage as it was doing. But then again, it's only at 1 HP, so
It didn't need to do any damage. It just needs to do anything at all. Literally anything at all.
I think at this rate, it's like, all right, do I just stall or do I just, just take the L right now?
Wait, why is the top? Did he not Terra type? I thought he did.
No.
Oh no,
he
because
never
they got eliminated too fast. My bad. We are going to see the grass Terra type come into play. We're going to see knockoff again. Still not enough. Shadow Ball coming out. That is going to be game 2 going to funny name.
All right, so that's
1-1. That's our first 1-1.
It is our first 1-1, and that Gold Dingo
Is it Gold Dingo or is it Gold? I always thought it was Golden Go, like Golden Ghost.
Actually, yeah, no, I think you're right. Yeah, Golden Go. Yeah, that sounds more right. I've been saying Golden Go.
And both of them fine.
I mean,
That's fine. You do what
look,
you want to
hey,
do.
until the anime comes out with the actual Pokemon pronunciation, I don't want to hear.
I mean, you can't pronounce them right anyway.
I mean,
That was the straight roast. I probably didn't need to roast you so hard.
man, why you do this to me, Kevin? Yeah, actually, okay. I mean, it's the same thing with like Arceus or Arceus. Like, how do you say it? Do you say Arceus or do you say Arceus?
I say Arceus, but I know it is Arceus now.
Okay, Rayquaza. Do you say Rayquaza or Rayquaza?
Rayquaza.
I'm like, it's
The one that used to get me was Suicune.
how
what-
did you say Suicune?
Suicune. It's not even remotely phonetically correct.
I'm
But
like,
that is how childhood Kevin interpreted that name.
Okay.
I just see SUI, and I was like, SUICI, and I'm like, I got it. I don't even think it
Susie.
is that. I don't even. It's not even CI. It's CU. That's just
It's-
how my brain works.
I'm like, okay, I guess that works. I never knew Suicune was ever pronounced differently.
No way. That's not an easy name.
It's not, but at the
That's
same
not just like basic knowledge.
I don't know. Maybe me as a kid, I never pronounced Suicune as anything else.
I feel like Suicune is difficult, you know? And I didn't watch the anime as a kid. I don't think they pronounce it right in the anime anymore.
I mean, if we really think about it, half the times when any time they say any of the Pokemon names in the anime, I just sit there and I'm like, this is not how you say it.
All right, we are seeing the same composition come out of Nerd Ninja. We're going to see the wide guard, making sure that the Farafrig gets its first ability off. We're seeing the Thunder Wave, which is a good read by Funny Name, knowing that the wide guard is coming up. The Farafrig is going to try the Sports Joseph with the nasty plot. Oh,
no, he is
Funny
setting up.
Funny Name read that.
Oh,
With the Trick Room.
the Trick Room is going to come in handy because especially Farafrig being paralyzed, Farafrig now gets to go first.
Ooh, that is pretty interesting. Last time we saw this, Farafrig did bail. So we're going to see if that happens again. It looks like we are going to see another attack. I'm not sure.
I think,
Yeah,
okay, so
okay.
we do get the switch out, and then we will be seeing Sylveon come out.
Yeah,
So now Sylveon's back into the mix.
I
And
see
one more
another wide guard. Okay. So wide guard doesn't have the same properties as protect, I see, or is it just got a better success chance on the second go around?
I think it still has a better success chance.
Okay. Well, that's really broken. And Sylveon comes out. How did that hit?
So
What was that?
if I remember, I believe in the past, like Super Fang, Hyper Fang, they always went through those attacks. I don't know why, but
I did not know. We are going to see the Terra type again to fire for the Sylveon. I don't know if we have. Actually, you know, I think White Guard may only protect from special attacks or physical attacks. I don't remember. I think it's like I think that's the trade-off.
well, if it's protecting for physical attacks, that shouldn't have nothing because
Get in the comments and tell us why.
I'm like Hyper Fang is literally physical attack.
Yeah, that's why I'm not sure. Sylveon's going to do the Terra Blast, going to try it, not going to work. It was a good attempt because we are worried about that Sports Joseph. We have to see.
But okay, now this is my question: why would you paralyze Sylveon? And now Sylveon is still going to
Wide Guard makes it so moves that hit both of the Pokemon. Oh, it just prevents that. So that's why
okay.
you can do it so many times. So, like, Blizzards don't work.
So that's why he's wide guarding because he's trying to prevent the Make It Rain right now.
That makes a lot of sense.
But now,
but now
follow
with the
me.
Follow Me is going to prevent him from doing that. The center of attention goes to the Consort.
But this actually saves Funny Name now because the Terror Blast is going to hit Household.
Yep. Yeah, this is that's really smart from Funny Name. He is playing this kind of perfectly right now. Make It Rain's not going to keep going through.
But now this is where both of them are in a weird situation right now because it's like, okay, now your Terror Blast is not going to be hitting Sports Joseph. It's going to be hitting Mousehold because of the Follow Me. And then Make It Rain is not able to attack because of the Wide Guard keeps coming out. So what do you do at this rate?
Well, I actually think this might have been a mistake from Funny Name. We're going to see. No, the White Guard. Okay, so it doesn't act like a taunt, so it's still good. He's going to Terra Blast. It's not going to work.
Oh, the
Follow Me
only
only one
works
turn.
one time.
All right. Well,
Okay.
now I feel stupid.
So Thunder Wave is not going to affect Garganarkle because of its ability, so that is going to be pretty good for Nerd Ninja. But again, this is literally a stall fest between both of them.
Yeah, they are just trying to see who makes the wrong decision first. We saw that when Funny Name, whenever he gets that move off, it is going to do enough. Like, at this point, Funny Name has the advantage unless Sylveon can take out the Mousehold here.
So I feel like this hyper voice is going to come
That's
out.
pretty good, but it wasn't enough.
Oh my god, this is going to go into the stall fest, guys. And it is going to get healed. No, oh wait, it's a throat spray, so it's going to give
Yeah.
it a boost in the special attack right now because of it using hyper voice.
Yeah, this is kind of just really. I don't know if anyone's particularly winning here because I would say that I have faith in Nerd Ninja, but with the paralysis, I just don't know what's going to happen, you know? Right now, the goal is to take out the mouse hold. And I think almost at all costs, but we have to get that wide guard. Yeah, he's just got to keep it going. Like, he's got to protect himself from the Golden Go. Quick attack coming out with no paralysis. That is going to be pretty awesome for.
Oh wait, there we go. Finally, a one-hit move. It is going to be Shadow Ball. So now they're both going to be at even. It's going to be 3-3 Pokemon left right now.
Yeah.
Fighting name, he kept seeing the stall from the wide guard. He's like, okay, look, if you're not going to let me use Make It Rain right now, all right, I'm just going to get Sylveon down to a low enough health to where all I need is just one hit.
Right. Well, we have to see what's going to happen next. So we do. This is going to be interesting. I don't know exactly what this mouse hold has available to it, even though I know it's on my screen. I don't want to dox anybody. Oh, I guess, though, the players have it. Okay. So we do know what mouse hold has available, but right now it's just about, like, if this Sports Joseph gets it off, it is going to be real tough. And
this is where, like, again, this is a weird situation because now it's like, okay, if he doesn't wide guard, then Fighting Name can pull off and Make It Rain. But we do see a Terra come out from Fighting Name's side. It is going to be Hydreigon, and it's going to be the Steel type, right? It's going to be Steel. Yep.
oh, that is going to be huge because as we saw,
I believe we did see.
there was a read here. Okay, so I think there was a double attempt here. I think Nerd Ninja tried really hard to read both sides of this. With the Super Fang going on Golden Go, hoping that maybe you can Terra type there. And then the Garganacl is going to Body Press. But it's not enough. Oh, I mean, it's half his health, so that's a lot.
It's
but
half, and then it's going to fill up with leftovers. Only 12, but I mean, it's something.
yeah,
It's
better
something.
than nothing.
That is true. And now this is where, again, like when you're, I feel like Fighting Name right now is currently in the driver's seat. Fighting Name made Nerd Ninja pretty much have to play the stalling game with wide guard. So now when you're sitting in Fighting Name's position, it's like, okay, I'm gonna make you make a bad play so I could just take full effect.
Right. We're going to see another Flash Cannon come out in the Garganacl. It's going to get him. We do have the wide guard, so we do know that at least Mousehold is safe from Golden Go's Make It Rain.
But the Shadow Ball is not going to connect because
It
they're
was
normal
intended
type.
for-
It was intended
yeah.
for Garganacl. So, but now, I believe Redford doesn't have wide guard. So I believe, technically speak, you have Make It Rain.
Yeah.
Like, unless somehow both of them are faster and can pull off about pretty much 70% of Sports Joseph's health, then that's where you could probably see Nerd Ninja surviving for as long as they can.
I think we are seeing Nerd Ninja in a really tough spot. Just looking at some of those moves right there,
Yeah.
I'm just not so sure there's going to be a whole lot that can happen here.
So Craig is going to live, use Dark Pose on Raprik, and we
Make
are going to
it
see the Make It
rain.
Rain, and I think that's
That's
GG's. Yep, that is GG. So Fighting Name is going to take the victory 2-1.
Yeah, that's
This-
crazy.
Oh my god, our first full game 3, and then game 3 turned into a stall fest.
Yeah, I was kind of curious. I don't know if it was a misplay or if it was just a read
Right.
with Nerd Ninja trying to use the Super Fang on the Golden Go. Because the Golden Go being ghost type,
Right.
none of the moves were going to actually do anything. It only had normal type moves. So that Golden Go was safe
Right.
from the. Unless he were to have used something like Terra type, but he didn't have Terra Blast, and he'd already used Terra type, so.
I feel like it might have been a misplay because that was during the point where Funny Name hasn't Terra yet. So
Right.
I think it was baiting on Golden Go to Terra.
Right. That's why I don't know if it was like a misplay or it was like an attempt at a read.
Right.
The attempt at the read would have been the fact that it was an attempt to get them to Terra type and
Right.
then getting some damage off pretty early because the Golden Go was sitting at about like what 50% health for a while.
70.
70.
It was sitting at 70.
Okay.
So that's
So-
why I said I was like, yeah, if somehow like if you could take out that Golden Go 70% left, like then maybe you have a chance. But if you don't get it off before he pulls off Make It Rain, because he already killed your Garganocle,
Right.
who is your wide guard pretty much protector, who
Mhm.
can stall for as long as he can from any moves that can pretty much attack both Pokemon. You sit there and it's like, well, crap, I need to get this one out, otherwise I'm pretty much dead. We saw the damage that it did in Game 2 with pretty much it wiping all four Pokemon, like it was nothing. You sat there, you're like, wait, what? We're done?
Yeah, that was tough. Golden Go was definitely like one of the star players in last time,
Agree.
the first tournament. So seeing it come back with such a fury isn't a bad thing.
No, it's
But
it's not a bad thing.
Toxic.
It's
Funny Name
toxic.
deserves to be sad about it
Wait, why would he be sad about it? It's fun. It's Funny Name.
because he's a bad person, you know.
Okay, but it's Funny Name. Funny Name loves being toxic. What do
I
you mean?
know.
What do you mean?
I know.
But no, like I'm so far we have seen some really good matches like from all these players.
Yeah, definitely diverse strategies. We're not seeing a lot of the same stuff going on, which is cool.
Yeah.
We like the diversity in what we're seeing. I don't know what the record is right now from the tournaments. We don't know what everyone's total scores are. I see Austie Champ running around with his little one, having a good time. So I don't know if that means he's waiting for his next match or what. But
Or he's just vibing.
he could just be
He
vibing.
could just be
He
vibing.
could be,
He could be vibing.
it could be both. Why not both?
True. True.
I think up next we have
We have Sojo and
what's his name? Cinder.
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 There we go. I was like,
Sorry.
what? So we already saw Cinder at the beginning of the stream,
Mm-hmm.
beating Radicus, who again is one of the favorites. But now you're going against Sojo, who is definitely like the favorite from after winning last time.
Yeah. I can say confidently that Sojo is running a different team. I think there's 3 similar units: the Annihilate, the Mousehold, and the Murkrow. The Volcarona was new, the Farafrig is new, and the Gallade is all new. So that is. I'm trying to remember what he ran last week. It was the first 3 I said, plus a Golden Go. Actually, that's actually a big thing. There's not as many Golden Goes this time around.
Yeah, I'm like, we only seen Cinder and Funny Name, who has the Golden Go on their roster,
And I don't think they.
and only Funny Name has used Golden Go.
Yeah. No, Cinder did.
Did
But
he?
it was an anchor in the
Oh,
first game.
okay.
Remember, because we had it was the
Oh,
Excalibur,
yeah, yeah.
Full Corona, Tatsugiri, and then Golden Go, because he didn't use it to Donzo.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Because I sat there, I was like, why no Dodonzo with Tatsugiri? But I mean, Dodonzo is in his team, so we do see that.
True.
So it is kind of like, at that point, do you do the Dodonzo Tatsugiri strat, or do you just like, you know what, we're gonna hold off onto it right now until I really need it?
Right.
Because I do feel like that is a really broken strat, along with the Golden Go strat as well.
Yeah, I can say I have not seen Dodonzo Tatsugiri kind of hit the field at all yet. Like
Right.
I remember seeing Tatsugiri and being like, oh, this thing is kind of cool. I like this thing. And then
Right.
never got a chance to actually use it. And then saw Dodonzo's thing, and I was like, whoa, this is cool. This is going to be really awesome. And then the first thing I read online was, oh, it's toxic. And I was like, oh, man.
Yeah. I'm like literally.
Now I don't want to use it.
If you're on Reddit, you have seen everyone pretty much talk mad crap about the Dodonzo strat, and it's just like it's not our fault that Pokemon Company pretty much made a broken ability if you use the Tatsugiri and Dodonzo. This match
All right. Yeah, my bad. That was my bad.
Kevin.
I forgot to hit the mute button. That sounds like work. Yeah, that's green. It doesn't sound like something to hit. All right, so we just got word that these two players are currently 3-0. So this could be a pretty big deciding factor in what comes next.
Yes, and as AJ said, Cinder went 2-0 in all of his games, but Sojo did lose one game in his. So if Sojo beats Cinder, then Sojo gets first. But if Sojo loses, then Cinder is
Well,
first
there's
place.
still one more game.
Right, but what they're saying is like because of Sojo already losing one game and Cinder being completely undefeated.
He said they were both 3-0, I thought.
Yeah, no, he's saying 3-0 in terms of set.
Right, but there's a total of 5 matches that's going to be played. So if, let's say Sojo
Kevin,
loses.
think about what I'm saying. So it's a best of 3. Sojo has lost one game.
Yes, I get that part.
So with Cinder pretty much being 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, if Sojo loses, that's now 2 games added. So Sojo would lose 3 games.
Right, but then, yeah, it just, and at that point, you're right, yeah. Because the thing I was not taking into consideration was that there was not, for some reason in my head, I was thinking there was going to be 2 more games after this. So I was like, well, technically, Cinder can lose 2 more games. But you're right, if Sojo loses this one, then Cinder doesn't really have a chance to kind of, or he doesn't have a chance to come back in the next game. Even if Cinder were to lose to his next opponent, there would be no way of Sojo taking it. So, that is important to note going into this game.
So this is pretty much for all the marbles.
This
like
is
even though
for
they have
all
one more game after this, but this is really to see who will take home that first place.
We love to see it. Up first is going to see that Tatsugiri and Volcarona versus the Annihilate and the Murkrow.
I'm
Lol,
just like,
not real.
lol, not real. It's okay. He's saying League of Legends is not real, so I completely agree with that. You know, it's not real. It's not real.
Don't know what League of Legends is, so I mean, he must be right.
Bro, that's cap.
All right. We are currently waiting to see what Cinder is going to be doing.
And now with the Murkrow, you should be seeing the Tailwind setup come out into fruition. I don't know. This is going to be like kind of weird because now it's like what's going to happen? There is no switch out coming right off the bat. So now the speed is going to be boosted up. We're going to see a bulk up.
Tailwind bulk up. The bulk up is interesting. It's going to make this Annihilate crazy. The Draco Meteor coming out early against the Murkrow and not even killing is a little weird.
Oh, he didn't hit. The overheat didn't connect.
Who's he trying to hit?
I
didn't see.
We don't know.
That's tough. We are going
Oh, wait.
to,
Oh, it was Murkrow. He was trying to kill Murkrow.
Oh, he really didn't want Murkrow to do any sort of foul play or anything, I guess. We are seeing...
And now this is where, again, you have the bulk up right now with Annihilate. Then you have the Tailwind as well. So you're definitely, for a fact, you're going to be attacking first. Murkrow is going to be switched out, and I believe we're getting...
Yep, a mouse hold.
A mouse hold. So...
Is that a 3 family mousehold?
It is.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
you can get the 3 or the 4.
I do believe that. Oh, we're seeing the Dodonzo. But it's too late. No,
No, it's not too late.
no. But we are seeing the taunts come out. Another bulk up.
Oh, wait.
This is going to be a nasty annihilate.
Why does this remind me of, oh my god, Pokemon Platinum days, Dragon Dancing, Garchomp 2 times and just sweeping right after that? This is literally what it reminds me of.
Yeah, we are going to see some serious damage come out here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, it looks like, again, as of right now, Sojo is trying to figure out what to do. He is going to stall for right now, just see what his opponent is going to do. Hit off 2 protects at the moment. So, unfortunately, for Cinder, he's not going to be able to hit anyone, but the Rage Powder
That
is going to make him center of attention. And we're going to get a substitute, so this is going to be a stalling.
Oh
match.
no. I think that maybe I'm wrong, but I feel that the double protect was maybe not a great move, considering the tailwind only lasts, what,
4 turns.
1 more turn, right?
Yeah.
This is the last turn.
Oh, yeah, you have a point. You have a point. So now,
I feel like he's got to get damage out with that annihilate now, regardless of whether or not he is the center of attention.
he has to at this rate, and then also with the Donzo being that substitute, it's like it's gonna shield a lot of damage, and we are gonna get a fire terror for Annihilate.
I'm gonna need an explainer on that one. Rage powder.
So because Annihilate is a ghost fighting,
Yeah.
right? I think what would
Oh, he wants to get them all on fire. Okay, so he put the fire type on Annihilate so that he wouldn't get burned when he punches the Volcarona?
maybe?
Okay. Well, Rocky Helmet's really messing up that mouse
Yeah,
hole.
Mousehold. I feel like Mousehold is dead. Yep, it's dead. It is dead.
Yep. Population bomb.
Rest in peace, Tricast.
Well, it's going to guarantee at least that this...
Oh, that just... No.
Confusion.
Because doesn't... Okay,
And then wave crash.
I
Like,
want-
I'm not really sure what that is.
this is a weird setup, but now Sojo is down 2 Pokemon.
Dodonzo has unaware, unfortunately. Does that mean he can't... Is that not the ability that he normally gets?
I think it is.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
there's-
Oh, yeah. So with it not having this ability that it normally has, then that's why he's not using Castiguri and Dodonzo together. That's kind of interesting Dodonzo to have, because usually you probably see the one that actually works pretty well with Tatsuguri, but having unaware, I mean, it's still beneficial, but it's not at the moment oh my god, this is toxic.
Right. Well, we're going to see the withdraw on the Volcarona. Okay, that makes sense.
And then obviously Dodonzo's still going to be in that substitute. You're going to have Tatsuguri with
Oh,
Commander.
it's Commander that does it, not the
Oh,
Donzo.
right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Oh my god.
And now we're going to see a wave crash try to take out Glade.
I would have.
Order up? What's order up to? Okay, well,
It serves Tatsuguri.
definitely serve Tatsugiri.
It's like, hey, you want some sushi? All right, we got you. I actually think that's kind of cool. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna serve my own partner.
It's pretty morbid, but that's cool.
It really is. So,
And
not being able to get the attack off onto the substitute Dodonzo. So as of right now, like Sojo is sitting in an awkward situation right now.
yeah, this wave crash.
Yeah.
It might-
I'm pretty sure it's dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dang.
All right. So far, game 1, it was kind of I don't want to say a blowout, but it was
I feel like the start of the match started pretty even,
Yeah,
but then quickly got out of hand when the Dodonzo got the substitute off, and
because it
the
was
double protect, I
the
think,
double protect.
with the mouse hold population bomb really kind of messed it up. Because the
Yeah,
rage powder kept going on. Because I guess my assumption is mouse hold does do pretty good against the substitute, I presume.
I would assume because of it attacking more than once, and the
Right.
substitute should be gone probably by the second or third hit.
Right. So I could see that being super valuable for um, Sojo to try to make that. But with the rage powder happening so often, like getting, like, he got the double bulk up and it did like no damage to the Volcarona.
No,
Volcarona is apparently very
I mean,
bulky.
hey, I'm so glad Volcarona is still pretty much a viable Pokemon. Like ever since it first came, oh my God,
Oh, okay. It's unfortunate for Sojo, so the stat buffs didn't matter, like the bulk ups, because unaware makes it so that those don't affect the.
oh,
It's not
that's
affected by
right.
opponent's
Yeah.
stat distribution. So, but that only does that hurt? Does that mean like when he's on the field it doesn't affect anybody, or is it just doesn't? Work
Yeah, I always
against
thought it was
Dodonzo?
just only the Donzo with it. Yeah, then again, I don't. This is weird because I'm like, I don't play doubles as much, but it's still just like, I always thought, like, ability like that was only for the Pokemon with the ability,
Yeah.
not for.
But it
the
does
whole
make
thing.
sense. Like that explains why the Wave Crash was so effective, though, too.
Right.
Because Wave Crash is a physical ability, right?
It is.
So even though he was the fire typing, it still wasn't enough
Sure. Well,
to
'cause-
take him out.
because no, it took him out.
Or sorry, I meant
Because you're talking about the
Yeah.
bulk up
Yeah,
for the
sorry,
Rage
the-
Fist
yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
Volcarona.
I don't know what I was saying. We're just gonna ignore that. All right, Volcarona and Meowscarada. This is the first time we've seen Meowscarada come out first, but we are seeing a different setup from
From Sojo as well.
Sojo.
He's using a mouse hold and Glade right off the bat. And this is where now it's like, okay, you have to do some damage early. Either take out Volcarona, because Volcarona have that setup with the Rage Powder, and especially if the Donzo comes out, then that's where it's like, it needs to be handled quickly, but also at the same time, the Donzo has that substitute. So if the Donzo comes out, and you don't have anything to really kill the Donzo, then the Donzo could really just set himself up.
Right. So we're gonna see the Protect from Volcarona. Follow Me is going to help a lot, I think, but no, maybe not.
Yeah,
the
it's
Toxic Spikes really just kind of ignored that one.
I think that was a good read
Yeah.
from Cinder, because we're really getting the Toxic Spikes, but now we are going to get the that was Sacred Sword, right?
Yeah, it was Sacred Sword, but the
It held on with Focus Sash, so this is where like Sojo is currently in the driver's seat right now, but it does come to a matter of what his second play is, because now you might have to read if there is going to be a switch out, or you have to maybe just go for Volcarona. Volcarona is going with the Rage Powder, which I said that was going to be a problem.
well, we're gonna see a knockoff. Oh, okay. Got rid of the wide lens, which is going to make Population Bomb not as powerful, but it's not going to matter because he used the Shadow Claw. I think that was aimed at the Meowscarada to knock it off. Going to get burned and hurt with the Rocky Helmet. That might be a dead mouse hold on its turn, but we're going to see.
That doesn't kill
That's
either.
crazy.
So both Pokemon from Cinder are at 1 HP, and this is where, like, again, like, you're Sojo right now. What do you do? Because if you hit, you're getting hit by the Rocky Helmet.
Mm-hmm.
You know for a fact Rage Powder is more likely going to be used, so now it's like, okay, well, cool. I'm going to use. If Rage Powder happens, you're hitting Volcarona, get hit by Rocky Helmet, and then you die.
Yeah. But we're going to see the Protect. A Follow Me is coming out. Wants to become the center of attention. Wants to keep the Dark type away from take as much as possible. And I think it worked. I don't know who Nosferatu was prioritizing, but we are going to see Nosferatu get taken out here with the Sacred Sword. I think this is a good trade for Sojo. I think Sojo is definitely has the upper hand right now, but we're going to have to see how this plays out.
And I do believe that right now Soul Eater does have a life orb, which is why it lost so much HP. And then you're going to see Annihilate. It is going to get poisoned because of the toxic spikes coming out earlier from the Scarlet. So this is where now it is going to be a really good play.
But that's not a bad thing. Think about it from the perspective of Rage Fist.
Ooh.
He's going to take damage every turn. It's going to increase the damage from Rage Fist on top of potential bulk ups. So the damage he can deal is significantly higher in just a few moments.
But now the question is, how many bulk ups do you do? Do you just do one and go from there, or do you try go for two?
Well, I think part of the problem is going to just be is there a Dodongo?
Yeah, sure. And now we will get the Terror coming out, and it's
Terra
going to be a steal. We see a lot of Terra steals.
I think
right
it's
now.
just because I think Steel is just such a strong type in a defensive stance. It makes it really hard to do. Soul Eater is dodging
the muddy water.
the Muddy Water. We're seeing a bulk up from Annihilate.
And
No.
now this is where it's a matter of who is
Sacred
Soul Eater
Sword.
going to hit. It's going to take out the Volcarona. And now this is where you're seeing the Tatsugiri, I believe. Wait, we don't know what he has.
Well, we only know there's one Pokemon left, and I'm pretty sure we're about to see what it is. If we're going to see a Dodonzo, if we're going to see something else.
That's true. Yeah, if it's Dodonzo, then it's got to be a really good play right now for Cinder. If it's not Dodonzo, it is Dodonzo.
And it is.
So now this
We're going
is
to see the
where.
Commander pop off. We're going to see the Dodonzo get some crazy value here.
Yep.
But I feel like Steel is a pretty good typing against this Dodonzo.
I honestly, I would have to agree right now. Like, it's not like you didn't Terra your Annihilate, which changes it into a fire type. That would have been a bad move. So now I do feel Sojo does have a plan right now to try to make something happen. It's going to send out Murkrow, potentially maybe get off the tailwind, and we are going to see a Terra coming in. I'm going to assume the Gonzo.
What type though? Steel? Dragon. You're right.
Hey, so try and think.
Dragon resist.
Oh, that's right.
Steel?
Order Up is a Dragon type move, so it's gonna not kill Murkrow.
Okay, so that was a strategic swap out for I think that exact reason. Unfortunately, that was not enough damage from Gardevoir.
No, because
Not Gardevoir.
remember all those stat boosts right there. That's delayed. I was like,
My bad.
But all those stat boosts is pretty much why it wasn't able to do more damage to it. So now you do kind of have to sit here and play in the driver's seat. Like, again, like with
We're
Annihilate.
not seeing the Tailwind, so
Oh, he used haze, so all the stat
Haze.
changes are gone. So this is now means that the Donald's not going to get all those stat boosts that he had from the commander from Tatsugiri.
wait, seriously?
Yes.
Oh, that's whack. I'd be mad. I'd be livid.
Well, here's the thing. Annihilate is still alive.
Yeah.
So that, I'm not going to say that was kind of what Sojo was aiming for with the switch out, but I think that's what it was, because he was like, I'm not going to let you pretty much abuse that commander right now. So now I'm going to have that haze come out. It was very lucky that Murkrow survived that first attack, and for him surviving that is now it's like, okay, cool. Well, we still have Annihilate right now to put in work, but again, delayed, sitting at 9 HP.
That makes sense. That was smart. The only other thing I think would have been sufficient there may have been like substitute, but I really don't think that helps because there's two people attacking him. I do think that right now we're seeing Cinder play on the back foot, but We'll have to see what happens here because we have leftovers, I think, on this guy.
Yes, so
Yeah.
leftovers is on. Annihilate is going to be at 102. I'm going to assume that Glade is dead, but we do see the berry come out. It's going to heal it back up to about 155.
Citrus berry. The value.
And Glade is dead. So now this is do or die right now for Sojo with Annihilate. You have to get these attacks off onto Dizazo.
That burn was really unfortunate. I think we're just going to see. We have to see the Rage Fist come out. Not so sure what Dizanzo can do here. I feel like a substitute here makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
that didn't do anything.
Oh, wait. The wave crash is that
coming
game.
out. It's not game, but with
the
the poison, it
poison.
might. We're seeing recoil on the Dodonzo. It's not enough to kill it. And it
then
gets
the
leftovers.
leftovers.
Leftovers is whatever at this point. The poison is going
Oh,
to knock
that is
out Annihilate.
game.
That is game. Congratulations, Cinder, for taking the game 2 and a quick 2-0 in every series played tonight
Yes.
by Cinder.
That's absolutely insane right there for Cinder. Cinder pretty much, again, knocking off the two favorites from our last tournament, Radicus and Sojo. And, like, right now, Cinder, he's hot. He's on fire right now. Like, he is literally the man of this tournament right now, pretty much being completely undefeated. Like, that's absolutely insane.
Yeah, that was definitely a better round. That second game definitely looked like that could be taken by Sojo. First match was a little shaky.
Right.
Well, I don't want to say a little shaky. It was kind of a crazy stomp.
Yeah, it's like not saying it was a stop, but it was kind of. I feel like Cinder was like, yeah, I'm just putting my foot on the throttle and just going from there.
Yeah,
I feel like he really wasn't trying to test any waters. It was just like, no, forget that. Like, I'm about to do what I can and get this win. Pretty much show like why I've been undefeated this whole night. Like, I'm not stopping right now.
Yeah, definitely showed some serious skill set coming out with that team, understanding how it was going to interact with each person. I was really surprised to see Volcarona be so tanky.
Yes.
That was, I kind of just thought it was a glass cannon. At least from my memory of Volcarona.
See, Volcarona has, I feel like as of like recently, Volcarona has kind of, it's gotten nerfed but then buffed. So kind of like, okay, it's no longer a glass cannon. It's no longer a setup. It is now someone who could tank. And that's why I'm like, okay, I kind of like Volcarona now. Like they did Volcarona right.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what the overall strategy is with other Volcanos. Is it like, because I feel like it could be probably mixed, right?
I feel like you
bulky
could mix it.
sweeper,
I feel like you can mix it now.
just fast sweeper. Hey, well, while we're here waiting for our next match, I want to talk about these fries.
Ooh, talk to them real quick,
I'm
Kevin.
going to talk to them real nice about the food and the wonderful food and drinks we have here at the HyperX Arena. I have a fry right here. It's delicious, as well as some amazing wings that I haven't been eating because I've been talking to you. Trust me, I want to eat them. But if you want to stop by and see our wonderful bartenders, Mike, I was going to say David, but he is not here today. But you can see David on any other day of the week that we have tournaments. He will be there this week. He better. 'Cause he wasn't here last week, and it made me sad. He watched GDQ all week.
Yeah, Mr. GDQ. But also as well, like if you do come out here and you do pay attention to our social medias, we are posting some secret drinks that are not on our menu. So definitely come through and try those out. I guarantee you're gonna sit there and be like, this drink is really good. Especially they are created by our bartender.
Yeah, Mike is a wonderful bartender coming up with some amazing cocktails for your enjoyment, themed after your
Yep.
favorite drinks, characters
Characters.
and games.
Y-
Definitely check out the social media. Definitely hit up Mike at the bar. He'll hook you up.
Yeah, I believe today they showed off the Dante, and I saw that. I was like, oh, if I wasn't working here, I would drink it. I would drink it.
Dante's Inferno.
No, Dante from Devil May Cry. That's
Why did I say Dante's Inferno?
I don't know. I don't know because when I saw
I
the
feel like
pit,
that. I mean, but I think Dante is based off of the
I mean,
character from Dante's
okay,
Inferno.
true, but even then,
My credibility went out the window.
yeah,
Bummer.
it's like my credibility went out the
AJ Cam,
window.
AJ Cam.
Ooh,
Got it.
Ooh,
Get
flex
it.
on him,
Got it.
AJ.
Ooh.
Flex.
Oh,
He out.
he's off.
He out. All right, so now we do have Sojo versus Asti. So this is where we can potentially see. Like both of these team compositions right now are very, very so different. I feel like Asti has a strategy right now after that game to Radicus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it is just like, okay, you're going against another top player right now that we had last week, and it is a matter of like what can we do. And he is going to start off with Among Us and Glamora, and then Sojo's going to be starting off with Gallade and Farafarig. So he switched out one of his Pokemon. He is going to have Farafarig in this time.
Yeah. Right now, I'm trying to see what everyone's record is. So right now, Austi's sitting at 1-3. We know that Sojo's sitting at a 3-1. So we're going to see right off the bat if Austi is going to be able to make Sojo score a convincing 3-2 or not.
Oh, okay, so that was a good strategy from Asti. He was able to get both Pokemon poisoned by Glamour's move. It's like something spin, but it's very good because you could get both of them poisoned. And now, like, obviously it doesn't do as much damage, but getting the poison off, it comes in real
It's a
clutch.
shiny threat.
Yes.
That's fire.
Bro, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Some of the shinies that they release in Gen are pretty nice, pretty cool. But then there's some shinies that looks exactly the same, and it's like, why?
Well, we did see the Among Us go down right away. I don't know if I saw it get anything off, so that maybe isn't a great start from Asti to lose those right away. But the double poison is obviously strong. We're going to see what we've got up next. Okay, he's
Okay.
going to pull back the Glamora. What does he have?
And it's gonna be Hydreigon.
Hydreigon, okay.
And now, and again, with them being poisoned, like your attack is cut, and half, I believe, works the same way as Cold, and then you are taking that damage over time.
Terra Fairy. Okay.
Terra Fairy, which this is gonna be pretty good because I mean, Gardevoir, you mostly put like games like Dazzling Gleam or Moonblast.
I don't know what the crowd said at me, shouted at me. How could he?
How could you get?
We are going to see
The
the
Steel
Terra
type.
Steel from Sojo, though. I think from the Gardevoir last time, we didn't actually get to see it do a whole lot, and not seeing it do a whole lot again this time. Aqua Cutter is going to do quite a bit of damage to Gardevoir. We're going to see the light screen.
So I just
Was that light
realized. So that was Reflect. He used Light
Oh.
Screen turn 1.
Got it.
So as of right now, pretty much both special and physical attacks are not going to do that much damage. So now this is where you're kind of you have sit there. It's like, okay, I'm gonna have to respect it, but it puts you in an awkward situation because now they can take you out quicker than you can take them out.
Right. Well, we're going to see the withdraw on Gardevoir. Doesn't want to lose that one. We're going to see Glamora come back out. We're seeing a lot of swap outs. Farafarig going right back into this ball, throwing out the mouse hold. Wide guard.
Wide guard coming in.
But oh, it's not going to matter. The flamethrower is going to take out Gallade. That is pretty weird for Asti right now.
Yeah, so it is going to be 3-3 right now. But again, you have to reflect in the light screen up. So as of right now, like Mousehold can live, and especially getting off uh, that move that it has, where it consistently attacks it. Is, I ain't gonna say this is a scary situation, but it
Yeah,
kind of
but
is.
Osty's sitting there with 2 full health Pokemon. He's kind of even the playing field for now. They're currently up 1 Pokemon over Sojo, if I remember correctly.
No, he's
Nope,
3-3
it's 3-3, right.
because he switched out for effort, but for effort is low health, and we are
Draco
going
Meteor coming out. Population Bomb against a Hydreigon.
to
We don't see that Hydreigon holding on to a
four,
Rocky Helmet like we've seen
5.
before. Only 5
5.
times keeping the Hydreigon alive. We're going to see the Glamora come out with the Mortal Spin, poisoning both units on Sojo's side.
So this is the same move that Aussie did turn 1. So this can go back into his favor at the moment, but you will see the bulk up coming up from Annihilate. So this is where it's going to get scary right now.
Yeah, we saw the bulk up happen a lot in the prior round, but didn't get any real value. So this time around, we're gonna see how how Sojo gets off, just even in general, gets Annihilate off the ground. We'll see if it works. We're hoping to see Hydreigon take out the Mousehold here, I think, is probably the goal.
And now you are going to switch out Glamora
Just
and to
swap it in
Gardevoir, which, okay, so they do keep their Terror. That's something I always wanted to do. I never switch out when I use Terror. I just use Terror and just hope for the best.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I know what's going on.
So,
But mostly just from a perspective of I didn't know if that was like the best move in the world, but I guess it worked out because it doesn't get punished. The Hydreigon does go down without getting to do anything, so there's not going to be any damage coming out from Osty's side this turn.
wait, it's...
But the
Oh, okay, I thought Mousehold went down to 0, but it looks like it's at 8 HP. So one more turn is going to be dead. Oh!
Oh,
no! So, all right, what's the rolling on that, Kevin, my good sir?
Unfortunate.
I'm like...
The peanut gallery has things to say. Let's see. It's Paul's fault.
No, we blame Nomad and Nick. He's here now, so he's making everything DC. So that's actually, oh my, what do you do?
I do know that there is a ruling on it. I'm not quite sure if I know what it is off the top of my head, so I'm going to go ahead and look it up.
Well, so while we figure this out, before hopefully AJ doesn't get them into the game right now, because we're trying to figure out everything on what the ruling is on a situation where a disconnect happens, especially like, again, they were pretty much deep into that match 1 right there. So an awkward situation. Nintendo servers, kind of weird, but hopefully we can get this situation solved. But in the meantime, like again, that gameplay was pretty solid from both of them. Like it was really going back and forth from all ends, and it is just a matter of like, hey, what's gonna happen? And Kevin is currently looking up at the roll for what we do in terms of a DC. So don't start the bat. Don't you do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But real talk. So who? Sorry, guys. It is just taking some time for us to figure out the actual solution. Right now, Kevin is going through all the rules from Pokemon themselves to actually find the official rules on Disconnect. But hey, this is just some of the things that it happens. It happens. It's unfortunate for both, but it happens. and it looks like they're going to go straight back into their game right now. Kevin's still searching up. So they're going to start off with Gardevoir and Talonflame from Ozzy, and we're going to have Mousehold and Murkrow coming in from Sojo now. So they are kind of switching up their strats. I feel like this is probably the best even thing that we could both do at this rate right now. And now you will be seeing this first move coming out from both sides. And again, like Murkrow, you usually use to set up Tailwind, and then you do have that Gardevoir out. But again, Mousehold is, honestly, I'm going to say it's a fan favorite.
Yeah, just right off the bat, seeing a totally different front runner from Austie. We're seeing the Talonflame come out with the Gardevoir. It's definitely a different setup than we'd seen prior with the Murkrow and the Mousehold.
Yeah, I mean, again, like they both use a different setup, and we're going to have the Glimmora again. Get the Protect off with the Mousehold, so it is trying to prevent any damage, but the Tailwind is coming from Talonflame. And I'm going to assume Murkrow, it uses Taunt, but it's too late. It was too slow.
That is actually huge for Austin to be able to get that off before we saw that, because I do know that with Prankster, it makes it so he has priority speed on non-attack moves. Is that how it works?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty good, but luckily that Talonflame was able to get it off before Murkrow was able to get off Taunt.
Yeah, and we do know that Talonflame does have a focus band, so he was gonna get it off if he got killed, but that taunt would have really ruined that that for him.
Yeah. And now we're gonna get a Population Bomb off on Talonflame.
That's gonna knock it out, unless
no, Focus Sash is not gonna hold it off.
No, I just meant like it wasn't gonna hit enough times.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait.
But I think it hits minimum 5 times with Wide Lens.
And now Power Gem is going to take out Mousehold, so this is now going back to an even game right then and there. So this is honestly, again, probably like the same situation that we saw in the game that they DC'd on, where both of them were going back and forth trading off Pokemon and Pokemon. So
yeah, I'm pretty interested to see what's going to come out here. We do know that the Gallade has the Terra-type Steel. We don't know if that's what's going to happen right away. And that the Gardevoir has a Terra-type Fairy.
Right, because now you sit there, it's like, do I switch it up? Do I use it now, or do I just
hold right.
it?
I don't see a reason to hold from at least Sojo's side, because knowing what other Pokemon he kind of has in the back burner, I don't think it makes a huge difference.
Which we are going to see the Terror, so you are right. So it wasn't a good idea to hold. He's going to go right off with the Terror still. Now, are we going to see the Terror coming in from Austin? We are not. We're going to see Psyshock. It is not very effective.
Power Gem coming out, though. That should do some damage to
But it goes to Murkrow, and now it is 3-2 right now in Aussie's favor.
So right now, we're going to... Oh, the Psycho Cut.
Oh, wait.
That's
Oh,
a
my.
lot of damage. What the heck?
Yeah. And now it is going to be scattering off the toxic debris. So now the next Pokemon that comes out for Sojo is going to get poisoned unless it's poison type, steel type, or someone that flies.
Well, I don't think that's what it is, because we know they have a Hydreigon on Aussie's side and Annihilate. I was going to say Infernape again. Annihilate.
It's like, hey, I'm waiting for Infernape to come over to this gym. I'm like, we're getting Greninja in the next Terror raid, so...
But, I mean, and we've talked about it before. Getting poisoned for Annihilate isn't the worst thing in the world. It did lose him a game against...
against Cinder.
Against Cinder, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world for Annihilate to be poisoned here.
I don't think it is, but it's still just like, do you want it poisoned?
Right,
Like,
yeah,
right off the bat, and
especially
the
when
flamethrower
that
comes
happens.
Oh, Austin right now making the plays, and again, it's 2-1. Having that flamethrower take out that Terror Steel delayed worked out perfectly, and now you have to deal with Annihilate, who is going to be that ghost fighting right now and cannot Terror.
And we did see the tailwind peter out for Austin. Not going to see any more speed increases on that side of the field, but I don't know
think
if
they're
it
faster.
matters.
I think they're faster.
I'm not sure it matters.
Because the Annihilate's not that fast. The Annihilate is
I
pretty
think
slow.
we call them bulky and strong attack.
Yeah.
So I think you're right.
So we're getting the Terra. I believe it's going to be coming from
Well, we don't-
Hydreigon.
yeah.
So it's going to be Hydreigon, and that's going to be a skill type now.
Yeah. I do question that.
Well, I mean, Flash Cannon.
Flash Cannon is true.
Okay, so
Rage Fist against the Gardevoir might just one-shot.
No, it doesn't
It
one-shot.
doesn't, though. Okay.
So-
That was kind of why I was seeing it, because Ghost type against Fairy is... No,
And that is
that doesn't matter.
game 1 to Austin.
Not game 1.
Sorry, game...
Well, we don't know what game it is.
Yeah.
This game!
All right, so Aussie does take that game, so it is going to be 1-0 in Aussie's favor. So that again, that strategy worked out perfectly well. Like you knew that Terra type Glade was going to come out pretty early. Having that Hydreigon no flamethrower take that out super quick helped out Aussie a lot. And now he's sitting here. He's like, okay. All right, let's go. He has to win one more take to pretty much improve his record to 2-3, right?
Yeah. I mean, that would definitely solidify Cinder's victory here, even though it's pretty much already determined. But it definitely solidifies it even more so. We don't know what his score line is against his final opponent.
Right.
So definitely interested to see what we're going to see here.
I'm very interested to see like how everything's going to play out, because what if this makes someone else get in second place? What if it makes Funny Name second place over Sojo? Because I believe the next person will be Funny Name because he beat Nerd Ninja. I'm going to assume that he lost to Cinder unless he's the last opponent for Cinder. I'm going to guess he beat Osby, so I think it's either between Nerd Ninja or Funny.
Well, I'm going to go check the records to find out.
All right, so we got Annihilate 8 and Farafrig coming out for Sojo, and we have Hydreigon and Talonflame both out for Asti. So, again, different start for both of them. Again, we're not seeing the same start from either field.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to see the same thing we see from Talonflame every time, but other than that, I'm really not sure what's going to happen here. We're going to see an early
Terra on.
Wait, on?
What? Are we not seeing the same strat? I don't think we're seeing the same strat, but it's going to be flying. It's going to be a flying Terra.
Is this for double Brave Bird damage? That is the only thing that makes sense to me.
And now we will see Annihilate Terra into fire. So now, if he has Gallade, this means he can't Terra into Steel.
Well, he can't anyone. Both have already used their Terras.
No, that's what I'm saying. If he has Gallade, he can't use his Terra
I
Blade.
thought you meant as like a weakness.
No. So Dark Pulse is going to be hitting Farafrig. It's not going to kill. You do see Annihilate setting up the bulk up, so it is trying to set up itself to pretty much try to sweep Aussie's team. But the Trick Room coming out, and this is where it's weird because actually no, it works out for Sojo. Sojo's slower than Aussie.
Yeah, maybe that's why we didn't see the same strategy. Well, wait, what did the Talonflame use?
I did not see what Talonflame used. Well, I would assume it probably was Tailwind.
If it was Tailwind, then that maybe isn't a good thing for Frosty right now.
But now
because of
he
the
is
Trick
getting the switch out to Glamora. And now this is the thing. If they attack Glamora, you're going to see Toxic Debris.
Room. So we're seeing a Protect. And let's see.
I believe
Drain
Drain
Punch is going
again.
to take out that Hydreigon. Now that's pretty big.
So now this is going to be rough for Asti. It's going to be 4-3 for Sojo. And again, like, only Farafrig is low health right now. Annihilate still has that one bulk up right now, which is why it was able to take out Hydreigon with Drain Punch. Even though it's already super effective, it's like, well, now we got a stat boost.
Yeah, that's...
So now we are going to see the setup coming out from Ferafrig. We are going to see white screen. If Ferafrig lives, then we're going to see a reflect after that.
This is not good for us. The Rage Punch coming out. Rage Fist, right?
Yeah, Rage Fist.
Rage Fist coming out is going to take out that because Psychic is weak to it. But then we're going to see Power Gem against Annihilate. Not enough. Citrus Berry going to heal up. I mean, at this point, it's just another Drain Punch for Annihilate to heal back to full.
Yeah. So now, and again, like now you're down to 2 Pokemon, and this is where, again, I said you're going to see the white screen, you're going to see a reflect right after if Ferafrig doesn't die. So we are going to see the reflect coming out, and now this is where, again, like your Odyssey, now your attacks are not going to do as much damage as it should.
Okay. So you said now we're going to see some Toxic Spikes come out, right?
It should.
Yep,
there we go.
It is.
But now it's like, it's only going to matter when
If
he
we can
switches
get a
out.
kill, yeah.
Yeah, if he gets
Well, we
a
might
kill.
see when.
No,
No.
not yet.
Well, what did? Yeah, Flare Blitz. Where's that going? Not. Oh no!
2 health?
Dude.
2?
Unfair. This is rigged.
This is why I said the setup from Sojo from that white screen reflect is going to come in handy. Like, Ferafrig, especially with it being a setup type Pokemon, you have to kill that early as possible before it just says, alright, I'm going to do whatever I want and my team is pretty much going to win.
Yeah, this is not looking great. Toxic Debris isn't going to do anything here. Glamora's out.
I'm going to say
Brave Bird coming out.
Oh.
The Protect is not helping anyone here. Well, it's helping one person.
Oh, wait. Trick Room ended.
Okay.
So, Steve could potentially at least take out one.
Yeah.
At least take out one. Like, he doesn't, I'm pretty sure Talonflame really doesn't have a move to attack both, but he can take out one.
We're going to find out right now. Battle was canceled. I think
Okay,
he
I
has
think.
accepted the defeat.
I
They are
think
going
he's-
to give that round over to Sojo.
Alright. Okay. I mean, I guess that's where I feel like.
There was 4 Pokemon up.
Yeah. But still,
Yeah.
hey, if we see a reverse sweep, then,
I mean, it
you
would have
know,
been hype.
It would have been hype.
I mean, I'm all for the hype plays.
I mean, I feel like the one Pokemon that could do reverse sweep is Goldingo.
yeah,
Because
we've seen that before,
Yeah.
and it is gross.
it's just like, oh, I have one Pokemon left. Okay, hey, Goldingo, go ahead. It's like, oh, wait. So now we are going into this final game, and this is where everything is for the marbles right here. Who is going to take this match? Is it going to be Sojo or is it going to be Asti? And again, both of them have really unique strategies that have counter each other. They were pretty much going back and forth on the game that we DC. We saw Asti pretty much strategy come out better in game 2. And then game 3, Sojo strategy counter Aussie's previous strategy. So now it's like, okay, what's going to happen now?
Yeah, it's just at this point. I don't know. This is I'm watching them pick, and I'm curious. I see some swapping. I see some new strategy. So I'm very curious to see what we're gonna see come around.
I'm curious to see what's going to happen as well because, again, like, is Sojo going to have a similar start to what he had in the last game, especially it worked out extremely well? Or is he going to switch out again, and then is Asti going to have to switch out again?
Okay.
And we're getting Hydreigon, and so it is going to be the same start for Sojo. We are going to see Malsode and Ferafrig first. Oh, wait.
No, that was last time it was Annihilate.
Oh, yeah, right.
This was the
Yeah.
this was the same as the very first game.
That's
we played
right.
Today.
Okay.
We are going to see Giraffreg likely going to be putting out another Trick Room with Aussie having that setup is not bad per se.
Right,
I
but
feel
now
like both are fine.
But now it's still just like, if you're Asti in this situation, you already know what Ferafrig is going to set up. would it be more ideal to focus your attacks on that Farafrig just so it's like I get this out of the way now and I don't have to worry about light screen or reflect?
Possibly. We did see the Hydreigon swap out for the Amoonguss, which honestly I don't think I've seen what value the Amoonguss holds, but we are going to see a dark type Farafrig. Farigiraf.
I'm still gonna call it Farafrig. It should be Farafrig.
Farigiraf. And then we're gonna see the taunt. That's good. That's good from.
Wait, maybe did Sojo use an attack? I think
Well, the
it did.
taunt carries over, right? Does it?
It does.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
follow
it does.
me doesn't.
Well,
Taunt
yeah.
Makes
Taunt-
it so
taunt
they can't
carries
use.
over.
Taunt makes it so that they can't use any non-attack moves.
Yeah.
So it's gonna either force him to use an attack move, which I think Farafrig
I think it
Farigiraf
was.
has only one attack move.
Yeah. But now, I mean, I guess at that rate, it's like maybe switch out Farafrig because you can't attack right now.
Well, we're seeing Aussie's playing the swappy swap game right now.
And Farafrig
oh my
is going to
goodness.
swap out too. But this also means that he doesn't have a Terra, which, again, probably could have used for delayed with still, or he doesn't want to run to if Aussie has Hydreigon. Oh, wait, he does, right? Yeah, okay.
But the Amoonguss is going to pop that wonderful wiki parry that we learned so much about from Aussie the first time around to prevent it from dying to the population bomb.
It got hit 10 times.
It got hit 10 times and didn't die. We're going to see the Spore come out onto the Gallade, putting it to sleep. That is a huge move for Aussie. Amoonguss getting a true value.
So now this is where you have to see like what's going to happen right now. You do have that Glamor. You do need to take out that Mousehold as well. You will see a Terra coming in for Glamor, and it's going to be a Grass type.
Grass? Okay. I'm consider myself confused.
It has Energy Ball.
Does it have energy
It
ball?
does
I thought
have-
it had.
I swear, guy has Energy.
I thought it had Power Gem and that was it. I thought the rest of it was defensive stuff.
I remember it having.
Or shoot.
I would assume.
I don't know.
Like
We'll find out.
now.
Population bomb coming out, but it's not going to
Protect.
matter because the protect is there. Amoonguss protected itself. Amoonguss protected itself.
Energy Ball is going to be taking out
Yeah, you're right.
Mousehold, and
There it
we
is.
go. So
That's
Population
huge.
Bomb is not going to be able to play any factor at this rate. Amoonguss does survive, so now it is 3-1 right now. I mean, sorry, 3. Sorry, 4-3. 4-3.
Yeah, 4-3.
4-3.
Well, we are seeing the Farigiraf coming back out. We still have a very sleepy Gallade on Sojo's side. We're going to see what happens here. We're trying the Amoonguss. Okay, let's see. What are we going to...
We're going to get the
Hydreigon's
Hydreigon,
coming back out. Okay.
and we're going to get another Energy Ball onto who, and it looks like it's going to be delayed.
He wants to take out the Gallade before it has a chance to wake up and wreak
It's
havoc.
still asleep.
It's still asleep.
Oh, this is actually going to work out well, but you do see the light screen on. So this is what I was talking about with Farafrig being able to set up. If Farafrig is able to live for as long as it can, Farafrig could literally pretty much protect that whole team from actually getting any real damage onto it.
Yeah, that is a great move for Austie. I think Austie has a huge advantage here, losing none of his Pokemon. Sojo had to pull out Gallade if there was any chance of letting it get any value. We're going to see the Draco Meteor come out against the Dark type. It's not going to do enough. We're going to see the special attack drop from the Hydreigon. Another Energy Ball being sent towards Annihilate this time. Not going to do enough damage, but we are going to see a Trick Room, which is
Gonna make Farafrig faster and Annihilate faster. Or lesser Hydreigon.
I think Annihilate is probably the slowest one.
Right. So now we will see, again, with Annihilate, I don't think... Oh, yeah, it just got switched out, so there's no bulk ups on it right now. But,
Right.
again, you still have Light Screen on that whole team, so does protect against special attack.
We're going to see Reflect.
So Reflect does come out. Drain Punch is going to connect on Glamora, and Glamora is only going to take, not that much, but
This Gamora's getting some work in, to be honest with you. Going to see some Toxic Debris go out on that side. I'm not sure how much it matters right now, because the only... Well, it actually could affect the Gallade a lot. That could actually be the death of the Gallade. We see another Energy Ball go back towards Annihilate.
With the Citrus Berry coming out for Annihilate, it is going to go right back to pretty much where it was at.
Yeah, but that's still big. We see the Among Us is out now.
Wait, did I just see a myth? I think I just saw a misclick. So, okay. I'm not sure if I'm the only one that caught that, but Sojo used Trick Room again, and Trick Room's already up.
Well, it's not gonna matter because it is asleep. I don't know if Trick Room is up though because Among Us did not.
Well, no.
Oh no, he brought the Among Us out because it's slow.
Yeah, and because Annihilate is also right now is faster because Trick Room was up. That's why I'm like, I'm not sure that was a misclick or maybe it was just.
Does Trick Room on top of Trick Room cancel out Trick Room? I don't know.
I don't know. I've really never seen it used that way. I've always seen it used once in the beginning, unless it runs out, then they have to use it.
It does run out.
Yeah, it does run out, but it didn't run out.
Recently, so I don't know. Among Us became the center of attention. Glamora used Energy Ball. This Glamora is sweeping right now. We're going to take out the Gallade. I think that's done.
That is done. And again, my Ozzy right now is still sitting at four Pokemon right now, and Sojo's only has 2 currently.
Yeah, this is tough for Sojo. I don't even think the Frigoraph actually has an attack.
No, I think it's literally Protect, Trick Room, Light Screen, Reflect. And I'm like, you use the Terra off Rafarik. I think it did that for type disadvantage.
It was trying not to die to someone early on.
But it's still just like, it doesn't have an attack. It's kind of just there.
I mean, right now it just comes down to whether or not.
And it's asleep as well, so this is actually working out a lot in Ozzy's favor. But you do see the Protect pretty much protecting Annihilate. And so this is where we might see a little bit of a stall, but the poison is going to be coming into effect on Annihilate. He is going to be taking some damage over time. And this might be where Ozzy has to put his foot on the throttle and just end it right here.
Well, we're going to see Frigoraph waking up, going to hit the Protect, which is actually super helpful. But we're going to see the Among Us also throw out Protect.
Okay. All right, what's going to happen?
Energy Ball from Glamora going towards.
I went to Farafrig.
Frigoraph going to hold off on getting just now. We're just getting no damage.
No one got any attack off.
The playing field has been equalized.
And now, again, the poison is going to be doing more damage now. So this is very dicey right now for Annihilate. Annihilate has to do something right here.
But, like, Rage Fist is going to do a bunch of damage, and then, like, Drain Punch will keep it up as long, like, the thing is, Aussie's team doesn't have a ton of damage other than the Energy Ball, which is good, but I don't think it's enough necessarily to take out.
But if you think about it, he doesn't have enough damage on the field right now. He still has the air too.
That's true, but they're both low.
And hear me out. If Annihilate dies and Farafrig lives, what attack can it do?
Well, I know. I don't think that's not necessarily my concern. We don't necessarily read that, but we are seeing the Trick Room come out. The Among Us dies. Right now we have the Glamora, and then I forget what Austin has.
He still has
he has
Hydreigon, and he has Gork. That's what I'm like. He literally has his team right now.
But Gardevoir coming out here is not necessarily a bad thing for Sojo. Like if
So we're gonna get the white screen.
light screen comes out, protecting.
Drain Punch, not gonna kill Glamore, but it is gonna heal up some health for Annihilate. It's gonna
Is
go
it
back.
enough though?
It's at
30 health?
67.
No, it was 87.
Oh, it was 87. I feel that this might be Aussie game right
I
here.
mean, I think it's definitely Austin's game to grow.
And
We're
there we
gonna
go.
see the-
Farafrig is dead.
Yeah. Right now, it really just comes down to is whether or not that Annihilate can keep itself up through using Drain Punch.
And
And
that
it's not
is
gonna matter. Austin's
game!
gonna take it. We see the handshake in the middle of the stage.
Let's go. Asti with the 2-1 victory over Sojo. He was able to outlast the stall from Farafrig, the brutality from Annihilate. So Asti right there, I will say, like, that composition works. It works so well against that stall comp, against that, okay, I'm going to have a heavy sweeper comp. Like, it's pretty good. Like, yeah, Ozzy may have went 2-3 for today, but the fact that he was able to outlast Sojo, it shows just how deadly Ozzy's team can be if given it like another week.
Yeah, no, I definitely think all the matches that we've seen tonight were all really close, well-played matches. There was one rough game between Sojo and
Cinder. Yeah.
that made it maybe not so. That was maybe probably the roughest game we've seen today, but every other match was really close. Every other game was really close.
I mean, I would say game 2 of Funny Name versus Nerd Ninja because of the golden goal sweep.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. I forgot about that one. Yeah. Well, I do have the standings. So, out of all 5 games played, we did see Cinder take the win, but
Okay.
it was not undefeated.
Wait, who you lose?
Funny Name did take the set against Cinder 2-1.
Oh my God.
So that was definitely a close game. We see Sojo in second with 3-2. Then E Fitting and Funny. Actually, it's a 3-way tie for
Wait.
for second right now. 3-2 for Funny Name, Sojo, and E Fitting. Austie with a 2-3 score.
Okay.
And unfortunately, Nerd Ninja with an 0-5.
But
But the games that Nerd Ninja did play on our stream were very close.
they were
Yeah.
really close.
All right, let me tell the people something, okay? I might be old, and I might be slow, and I might be dumb, but I'm not 0-5,
Damn.
and we out here tonight. Thank y'all so much for running this. You guys are comms. I bet we're amazing. I'm going to watch the whole VOD because you guys are gorgeous and sexy. Everybody at home should watch the VOD, too. Yeah, watch that VOD. You can probably see this cute girl somewhere. But y'all be safe. Have a great night. I love y'all.
Well, thank you, Austie, for hopping on. Here's the bracket.
You heard it from Aussie himself. You gotta watch the VOD
You gotta
Yeah,
watch the
VOD.
VOD. But if you're watching
right now.
then you
Yeah,
don't maybe need to
no,
watch the
you
VOD.
don't
But if
need
you're
to watch
here in the arena and want to watch the rest, you can do so by going to twitch.tv/Allied Esports and watch it live. Well, not live because we are live right now, but you can watch live later.
You can watch all of our future streams. You can
There
watch
we go.
all of our past streams. So literally, check out our Twitch. Check out all of our social medias because we do post a lot of clips from all of our tournaments as well.
What a cool transition we saw.
That should be final.
All right, scores are final as we said earlier. So we do have 4-1 for Cinder, 3-2 for Sojo, Funny Name 3-2, E-Fitting 3-2, Austie 2-3, and Nerd Ninja 0-5. But when we look at game counts, that is what determines some of these tie breaks as well as matchups. So we do see Cinder with winning 9 total games, only losing
Nice.
2. One against Cinder. Oh, wait, game count. What the heck? Cinder lost 1 game. No, 2 games. I'm dumb.
Yeah,
He
'cause
lost 2 games against Funny Name. I was like, wait a second. When did he lose 2 games? He lost 2 games against Funny Name. Sojo has a 7-5 record. Funny Name had an 8-6, but lost, as we saw, to Sojo.
Gotcha. There we go. I was like, oh, Funny Name got the better record, but just because of the tiebreaker between him and Sojo.
E-Fitting did have a 6-5 record as well in his game counts, and did actually beat Funny Name, but didn't quite have the right game count. So.
Yeah. So unfortunately, if you don't have the right game count, unfortunately, tiebreaker rules.
Yep.
Game count comes before set record, because then it goes set record to finally break it off in a matter of time.
Well, we loved having another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet tournament. We had a lot of fun here. Last time we got an opportunity to have some players up here, and maybe next time we're going to have somebody who has a little bit more education than we do on this game come and sit on this couch and talk to you at home. Well, we really appreciate you guys coming out here for Pokemon Gym Battles here at the HyperX Arena. We will be back in 2 weeks with Gym Battles Pokemon Scarlet and Violet tournament. 2 weeks. But you can come back next week. We're going to be having our traditional Gym Battle social night. If you want to come, hang out, meet people, play Pokemon, and have a good time.
Right, but with that being said, again, it's 2 weeks until our next tournament, so that means y'all got 2 weeks to get your teams all ready to go. And then especially, I'm not entirely sure if it will be in time, but Pokemon is starting to unban Paradox Pokemon as well.
Won't be until next month.
Oh, not until next
Paradox Pokemon won't be unbanned until the Series 2, which starts in February. Series 2, Season 1 will be the next time.
2 tournaments from now.
Yeah.
We should
2
have.
tournaments from now, we will see. Thank you. 2 tournaments from now, we will see a
Paradox.
Paradox, yeah. And probably a totally new meta as a result of that.
Yep.
But again, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming, and have a wonderful night.